Okay, we're going.
Welcome everybody to Adventures in Kal'Jaru. Tonight is our Halloween one-shot, which is technically session 0 for our mystery campaign that will be starting next year in January. Russell, we were supposed to keep those away from him.
I'll just take 2, which may turn into 4, which may turn into 20.
Well, hand them to me. I haven't had it yet.
DM screen. Callie should also not be sitting next to him.
No.
We're a dangerous duo.
Oh no. Well, announcements are... Cookies are stuck.
I like that announcement.
Eddie is not here today, but he will be joining us next week.
Oh, never mind. I gotta pick up Michael from school.
I have no idea how long this mask will be able to stay on my face, because it is getting very itchy and uncomfortable. But it's cool. So, to start up, we are in Citro. Very, I guess I really can't call it small compared to the original islands. It's actually...
It's
pretty big compared to most of them.
the size of Utah Island.
It's bigger than Utah.
I don't think it is, because this one's about Utah size. And this one's not much bigger. I think.
Well, it's about 700 miles tall.
Then it's bigger than Utah.
You also have to remember, cartographers usually don't get things right. We made Antarctica huge.
Well, I mean, this map is already inaccurate.
Yes. But,
Mostly just right there. But you
in Citro, let me, pull up my common knowledge. Okay, I'll just read this first part. Citro is a fairly small continent, but its weather ranges based on whether you are at in the north or in the south. On this continent, most children become apprentices as early as 10 and are allowed to switch apprenticeships if available. By the age of 18, a kid is expected to choose their occupation, but if they don't want to do a normal job, they can attempt to join the Seekers Guild by becoming a Wandering Watcher, which is kind of like a sellsword, and join a group led by a Watcher. The exception to this is the Investigators will take on kids in their later teens, usually around 16 or 17, which is what this group will be. Last you saw of this continent, William and his group were hunting down a bunch of thugs and very powerful magic users. They were able to...
Possessed suits of...
Yes. I thought that was amazing. But they were able to get rid of that. And after 20 years... this is 20 years ahead of that. But after probably 10 or so years, William decided he's getting too old for that. So he decided to get the guild's blessing to open another branch of investigators that aren't so down in the dirt, get their hands dirty so much as they figure out who does the crime. They either stop the bad guy or send a watcher to get dirty. But he has picked up 5 or 6 apprentices this go round, and that is what this group is. So, we will pick up there. William is mid to late 50s. A little bit older guy. Still very thin, athletic for a 50-year-old. balding from all of the stress, but still a dapper-looking guy. So yes, you all rise in the morning. You all have your own large bedroom.
Are we living at the school place?
You are living with William. William has his own house, which is a very large house.
So it's kind of like a boarding school for training us to be.
Pretty much, it is just his house, but he's like
Boarding
built
house.
it to hold a lot of people.
And is it a long ways away from where we all grew up?
So you and Galen grew up in Talon Wood, in Talon Fort, which is down. So you see the trees on the left.
Mm-hmm.
It's right. No, up. It's around there.
And where is this place we are now?
That top little horn at the top.
On the right?
Northeast side. Northeast corner.
So we're quite a ways away.
Yes, you guys are quite a ways away. What did I say about Kal'Jaru? You grew up in Hillstrom, which is
Hellstrom.
middle of the desert, straight over. Other way, east. Middle of the, like, center of the desert, but like middle of that grass line.
Okay.
That's Hillstrom. And then you're probably around that same general area. That's where a lot of the anthropomorphics are, is in that stretch right there.
Wait, what are you?
I am a giant kin armadillo.
He's
And what are you?
I am a little raccoon girl.
So you have an armadillo, a raccoon, and elves.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys are already getting into describing your character. Wait, don't jump ahead. Sorry.
Well, I had to get the mental picture.
How quickly do you guys make your way down to the dining room?
Pretty quick.
Is
Pretty
this
cool.
breakfast? Is this dinner? What is it
Breakfast.
called?
You guys just woke up and it's breakfast.
Almost immediately after I wake up.
Okay, so we'll start with the giants.
I mean, I've got to get dressed and do my hair first, obviously.
Okay, you'll be a little bit. Okay, so let me pull up. Actually, I'll just send you guys. There's the house layout in the group chat. So, Pacha, you come down the stairs, which come out right across from the dining room.
How did you send this?
Through the
chat.
group chat.
I don't have it.
No. It is a 2-story building with a basement. It is 4,500 square feet, so it is a pretty large stone and brick building. You're a noisy boy. But you come down the stairs into the dining room.
Parenthood.
Yay!
Always fun.
We'll probably be able to hear him from upstairs. He'll make sure of it. But you come down the stairs and you can
It's
see,
a big house.
with
With a sandpit in the basement. Why
Yes.
is there a sandpit in the basement?
For training.
for training.
Oh, okay.
You need to get up to date on your fantasy stuff.
And there's a like blacksmith shop in the basement?
Yes,
How does the smoke get outside?
ventilation, Jane. Ventilation.
Air methods.
Okay, this is coming up. It is way too sweaty.
Bomb testing! Oh my!
He is an alchemist, and he makes his own black powder and explosives.
Bathing room? What are the rules?
It's got a divider. But
It's I go in and splash my hand.
it is.
It's the I go to the sand pit and I roll around and that's it.
hopeless romantic in this
I
one.
don't know. It's whatever you want to be.
Oh no, I'm a hopeless romantic in all the others.
Okay.
I should be level-headed.
Finally. But you come down and you see William walking around. He's got this, like, paper, and he's just like, Blossom, what did you say this was? It's a newspaper, master. Newspaper. Interesting.
Just looks
Those
like
gnomes are phenomenal. And he, like, sits down at the dining table. But you can hear in the kitchen across from the dining area, Blossom, the maid, is hard at work preparing breakfast. It smells phenomenal.
Came down too early.
So yes, describe your character for us, if you will, Pacha.
I wish I could just like hold up the photo so everyone can just see it.
You can try.
It's like, here you go, look at that. No, that's just me. I am a half giant armadillo. Imagine a giant armadillo standing on 2 legs with longer arms, or humanoid, longer snout. So
Only a face a mother could love.
yeah, my mother didn't really love it. So
My mother didn't love it either.
at time, no, I won't make that joke. I don't go anywhere without my green poncho that is very short in the back, so that way when I curl up into a ball, I can see my little glowing stone. Just enough light. Yeah, it's a necklace. Just enough light in order to give my little darkness a beacon.
So excited for this. Okay, Connie, you're the next one to come scurrying down the stairs. Right behind the thundering oaf of a giant.
Oh, I am completely silent compared to that.
Everyone's
So-
silent compared to me.
You're like the Harry Potter equivalent of Hagrid.
Except an armadillo.
Except you're an armadillo.
So,
Yeah.
the hairiness.
He's like a 7-foot armadillo.
A Hagrid without hair. Which would it be
With
Hagrid?
armor.
It's all armored.
Yes.
Continue.
So, again, little raccoon girl. She has some like flecks of white on her shoulders and back, but you can't really see that because it's covered with clothing. Which is why she has her name, Constellation. Except for she goes by Connie, which is a poor choice on her part because of, you know, the reputation of raccoons and her own talent of very sticky fingers.
I mean, you're playing her. You could change it to
No.
Stella.
No. So yeah, and she's probably looking for any like lost coins or stuff on
Anything
her way
shiny?
down. Yeah, anything shiny.
Okay, here we go. Ooh. Okay, out of the corner of your eye, you see a glint. You look over, and you can see the sun coming through the window is shining off of a copper coin. Make a just make a history check. We'll go with history.
Okay, so that is a 21.
21? Okay. You know that the poltergeist in the house loves pranking you with shiny objects in the sunlight.
So
This
is
looks
this like peas?
Extremely well placed in the sun. Just a glint perfectly. Thieves? No.
Peeves.
Peeves. Kind of. Yes.
Basically, yes.
So poltergeists are spirits that will possess objects and use them. So they'll possess a sword and fight with it.
Slightly malevolently.
Yes.
So they animate inanimate objects temporarily for their own pleasure.
Pretty much.
They sound like pranksters.
They are very much pranksters. But you see it just sitting there.
Now, are you so attached to Shiny that you grab it, or do you slow down and think it through?
Well, I heard that breakfast wasn't ready, so I'm just going to sit here and stare at it.
Are you on the
Maybe
stairs?
poke it with my parrying dagger.
You just like pull out your dagger and you poke it and it just slides a little bit.
That's what I thought.
Slides a little more and you hear Blossom's voice from the kitchen.
I'm gonna sit down at the closest seat to the kitchen.
To the kitchen, okay.
Just so that way I'm totally aware. I see everything that comes
completely
out.
in the way. Just kidding.
Yes. You can take that bottom left-hand corner chair, which is like right next to the
Can
kitchen
you
door.
screenshot and send that to me?
So that way when it comes out, I can just wave them over. Food comes down. Ready to eat.
Are you staring at this coin while sitting on the stairs?
Yes.
Frederick, please stop messing with Polly. I could really use a hand in here. Or two. I could use 2 hands. At least 2.
I'd help. I might destroy it.
You're fine, Master Pacha. Frederick! You watch the coin just like disappear into the kitchen. You hear this little tick 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 tick. Oh, but it's so much fun to mess with her.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Next we have Galen. Describe yourself as you come down the stairs. I don't know how you want to play this character off. All high and mighty, Galen.
No, not high and mighty.
But you're always high and mighty.
Clumsy and finicky.
Okay, so this is Galen. Let's see how well this camera picks it up. Oh yeah.
Fairly well.
Good,
Oh
actually.
my gosh. Too bad you're my brother.
I got my picture.
So that's Galen. Looks like me.
So weird.
Weird. He actually comes down the stairs looking at scrolls and such, some sort of paperwork.
Also,
Just kinda-
trips over.
But
Just
that's what I was gonna
Yes,
do.
if you're still on the stairs, he trips over you.
okay. Yep.
Okay.
Still on the stairs.
And I was coming down right behind him, also with my nose in a scroll. But
Okay,
I
both
looked.
of you make
I looked up when he fell over
power
her.
saves.
Oh boy.
No, I was right behind him. I looked up when
Does
he
it
fell
pick it
over
up?
her, so I didn't have to
Yeah,
fall.
still
over.
make a power save, just to make sure.
Make sure he didn't trip you on his way down.
That'll be 15.
He trips on you and I
Okay,
trip
you're
on
able to
him.
catch yourself, but you didn't notice the little raccoon hunched over at the bottom of the stairs sulking that it didn't get the coin.
What do I add to this?
You had 3.
Oh. Okay. So
I had 0 and I got a 15.
I think I just tripped over him.
So, you're able to masterfully avoid Galen.
You do not.
You do
avoid
not
Sonny.
masterfully avoid the little fuzzball at the bottom of the stairs and kind of step on her tail and just and just kind of stumble. But you do it masterfully in a roll to where it's less awkward, but you're still on your butt
Mhm.
at the end of the roll.
Pick up my scroll and stand up and pretend like that didn't happen.
Note to
Seen it.
self.
Oh wait, no,
Stairs.
it'd be like this. Seen it.
Bad
Yeah.
spot to stop. And
Technically,
sulk.
you would have seen all of that.
Oh, yeah, it would be like this way.
Yeah, you'd just be like, hey,
That was
I
right.
saw that one. But you watch as the maid comes in with not a normal plate, but an actual serving platter.
Must be for me.
It's got a huge stack of pancakes and sausage and eggs and bacon. There you go, Master Pacha. The maid is a half elf, half anthropomorphic cat. So she has the dark
Of course she is.
brown skin of the tree elves, but her ears are a grayish cat
That's why
ears.
you were looking at cat ear me.
Yes, it was.
Got it.
I just had to go with the tropes, man. You gotta go with them.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Well, he sent me this meme at work today.
I sent it to everybody.
Oh,
You're
you
the
sent it to
last one to get
okay,
it.
fine. You all saw it then.
But she sets it down.
Pacha probably doesn't even have ears.
He's
I
probably
do.
got long, like, weird armadillo ears.
Yeah, that's right. Some armadillos do have ears.
Yeah, they're little pointy ones.
I do have ears.
But there you go, Master Pacha. Walks off and
Well, now I'm gonna run to the table.
up over to the table. William, please catch this. You watch as this pancake flies over Pacha's ears as William just holds up his plate, sets it down. He's got this nice, big, golden brown pancake.
So he was already in the kitchen?
He was in the dining room.
Dining room, that's what I meant.
Yes.
He was reading the newspaper.
He's reading the newspaper.
Oh, that's right.
A new invention of the gnomes. They've started mass producing a newspaper in the city.
There's lots of words. Just update me when you got it.
There's not a whole lot. Fashion update. Gnomes are an amazing update.
That's always there.
Latest invention of gnomes. I think they need to have a less bias. Writer, yes, publisher.
So I am going to come look at the fashion update page. What do I learn?
It's just a bunch of gnome fashion of like how to dress while working on stuff. It's not.
You were interested, and then you saw it.
It's
I'm not interested in no fashion.
It's not a huge group of gnomes in this area. Most of them have migrated from Espera,
Which is where?
the continent above it,
The
just to the
Gnome Head.
north. The Gnome Head Island.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the hat and then the little goatee poking out.
Yep.
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 It's very subtle.
Just like the cat head.
Yeah, just like the cat.
What cat?
That whole island, or continent, I should say, is the cat.
Oh.
Kitty face, tail. It's a cat.
Oh.
Alright.
The origins of the
I thought
anthropomorphic.
Seeing it the other way, but okay. I guess it's like the man in the moon. Y'all see your own thing.
Well, we
Okay.
see it because we drew it.
But,
Okay.
but yes. Somebody roll a d6.
6.
Okay, it is Zoof. So, Southern Hemisphere, it is the last part of winter, but you guys are like right on the equator.
Mm-hmm. So it doesn't much.
So it doesn't, like it's chillier than it normally is. There's a little less rain, but other than that,
I think it's bedtime for someone.
It is. Text. He refuses
Yes.
to let me help him. So.
What was I saying?
We're on the equator and it's like May.
Yes. Northern Hemisphere would be summer.
Oh, so it's like October.
No, it's January. The end of winter.
January is the
February.
middle of winter.
February on.
February. I always think December is the middle, but it's not. December's the
beginning.
first.
It
Yeah.
doesn't
Which is-
start feeling like
this
not
is the
winter
weirdest
until
thing.
the middle of March.
I know. But yes, it's kind of like February-ish, where things are starting to warm up,
But not really.
but not really. it's playing with your emotions. It like warms up one day and then it freezes.
It's that time when it makes you want to wear shorts, but it's too cold to wear shorts.
That's always too.
But
it's always weather
you guys are on the
shorts.
equator, so you can wear shorts year round. As long as you just don't go swimming on the west side of the continent,
That's where I want to go swimming now.
because that's cold water.
Well, that's cold water
Year round.
Year round. And we're on the east side.
You're on the east side.
That
anyway.
side.
Yes. So you have warm water year round.
I like this place.
That's why the two main cities are on that Those two spots right there. Those two nubs.
I'm gonna dress like Daphne in the Safari movie.
Bug blinds.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. There are a lot of bugs. But as you guys all sit and start enjoying your absolutely amazing breakfast, I got a 30 on the check. But we're going to have to revise it so gods don't start appearing when you have plus 20 to your rolls.
No, it'll have to become plus 40.
Yeah, it'd have to be like a 40 or something, 45. So, you guys enjoy your meal. William looks up. He's like, okay. So, I have received word. Technically what did I call that?
You just read a newspaper.
Not the newspaper.
Oh.
Word?
I don't think
I would
that's
say you
very
received
useful.
lots of
No,
words.
no, it was not very useful. I'm sure in the future when they have a better editor. But I have received a tip about a haunted house that may have some valuables that we might be interested in. Supposedly, this eccentric merchant, his name was Elif Colvin. Probably 20 or so years ago, he died, and nobody has been able to get into his manor to find what he had hidden there. But he was a very eccentric man.
So explain to me they'd not be able to get into. Like there's a spell on it to keep them from breaking a window and climbing in?
Well, I'm sure there is, not just barred with metal in general. He was a very paranoid man as well. He always felt like something was out to get him, so he trapped his entire manor. And so most people
oddly familiar.
most people don't go in there. Most people think that he died because of a trap in his manor, but
Was his body ever found?
no, anybody that goes in there usually isn't found either.
Sounds interesting.
But the tip that I received said that he found some alien technology
Oh my.
in the Kumari Waste. And in the last 15 years, no, it would have been in the last 10 years. About 10 years ago, some alien technology was found and brought to light over in Salem. And it is very advanced.
Russell, touch that place, please.
Salem? Cathead.
Okay.
So,
And where's the mansion?
the mansion? He hasn't said yet.
Okay.
The mansion is in Zelm, which is a few days' travel southwest of here.
On which side of the mountains?
So you guys are on that nub at the top. Southwest would be that way.
So like right there?
No, it's like in line with the top of that forest. A little bit further to your left, but yeah.
Okay.
It's in the dock. I put a map with all of the cities and towns and stuff.
Zelm?
Zone.
Okay.
I
Oh,
thought we were going
that's-
to go to.
West, southwest.
Yeah, it's more just west. I thought it was a little lower, but apparently not.
It is in
That's a tiny bit south.
It is a type of south. But
It's
we will
west, south.
west with a little bit of south. So
Don't die. Don't die.
we will head out and see what we can make of it.
Before we head out, I feel it would be wise to do a bit more of theoretical research on this place.
There isn't much knowledge on it, it sounds like, so,
But we need to find all the scrolls that have any information about this particular mansion, the particular history, and all the records of the teenagers trying to break in.
Or we can go to the city and ask around, or just, knock on the front door.
We should do that too.
I was just getting ready to give you a blank scroll.
Good point, Pacha.
Well done,
see.
Pacha. Your knowledge is astounding sometimes.
That's how history goes, so.
But,
That is the extent of
Who
the history.
owns this mansion?
nobody at the moment.
Probably a ghost.
It wasn't inherited by some great nephew or anything.
Oh, yes. For the past 20 years, they've been
Just doesn't mean
upkeeping the
anyone
outside of the
lives
house,
there.
but nobody goes into the house.
So who claims the grounds?
His nephew. But he's not going to care if somebody goes and gets themselves killed, because nobody's going to know.
How many people disappear around this property annually?
We'll have to go and ask.
I know how to beat the system. You put a step in, and then you take a step out, and you got in and out.
And
You shake it all back. You put one foot in, you put one foot out. That's what I thought you were going for.
Alright.
And then you do the hokey pokey.
When do we leave?
As soon as we're done eating.
Brilliant.
shovels food in there.
Starts eating.
How
I
long
was ready for seconds a while back.
do we expect this trip to take? I need to know how many suitcases to pack.
I'm not carrying any of them. Any of them.
It's
I vote no.
a few days probably.
So
You don't need the industrial hairdryer.
You can leave
Or the mini one.
your fire elemental dryers here.
I got all I need. I'm ready.
okay, I need at least 45 minutes to pack.
You watch as another big platter of food comes around and just sets in front of you, and then the poltergeist just like
After I eat this.
pops out of it.
I thought you were part of the meal that time.
Yeah, please do not eat me. I'm pretty light. I wouldn't fill your stomach.
Wonder what you would taste like.
I've wondered that many times.
Just like puts his hand through your head. Not much.
Stale air.
Yes, thank you, Gale.
A bit stinky.
I tasted it in earlier.
I did not put my fingers in your mouth, and he just like kind of floats off. He looks like a middle-aged gentleman in very nice clothes with a very nicely trimmed goatee.
I mean,
but
I
he is
don't
completely
know about you, but
white
I
and
know
transparent.
she does not taste good.
Just because my hair was in this once.
Hair, no hair, still tastes the same to me.
Blossom comes in. Would you like me to get your horses saddled? It's like, yes, please. Absolutely get those saddled. Frederick, will you please saddle the horses? Your wish is my command, lady. And he just like floats off and floats through the wall, and you watch as an automaton just like pops up and follows after him, and just like kind of runs into the wall, moves over, opens the door, goes out, closes it. Don't know why you do sit by each other.
Because it keeps us entertained.
Meanwhile, hoarding my own food.
You can have that one back.
Now, if you are all ready, let us go.
Don't forget the wagon.
I still need my 45 minutes. Run upstairs.
Can we leave her?
No.
How fast can you be done?
Now.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm done eating. You hear
So-
banging. Yeah, you can have it. You hear banging and clonking from upstairs.
Do you think that she just makes noises to make noises up there?
She does, I can confirm.
I wouldn't put it past her.
I have to pack all the scrolls and enough clothes for 3 days, and apparently I'm not allowed to bring my whatever you said it was.
Industrial hair dryer.
My
No.
The
Elemental
my
hair dryer.
elemental hair dryer. So instead I have to figure out the carrier one and how to fit it in my suitcase.
You don't need a suitcase. We're traveling by horse.
If you need anything, I'm
You
pretty
can
sure they
put
can
it
ship
on your
it to you.
backpack, in a backpack, or in saddlebags.
This is not why I learned levitate object.
Just a suitcase behind you
Do you
guys.
know levitate objects? Okay, you can levitate my suitcase behind it. Don't worry.
Very inefficient.
I'll put it on wheels.
Very inefficient. But
Not gonna work.
Okay, so 45 minutes later, I come down the stairs with this
and all the
big
horses are gone except one.
clunky suitcase.
Yes.
I actually go upstairs and collect I collect Floppy the Basset Hound and
Slag.
Slag.
Okay, and I do have my bow on me.
Well, I guess I have to collect my sword.
The entire time, I'm just waiting by the horses. Just waiting.
You know what? I guess it's not a big clunky suitcase. It's just like a big backpack.
Mhm.
Well
Because
done,
that will
Kal'Jaru.
A mess.
Hold on to the ropes.
A
Don't
what?
let
A
go.
big mess.
Yes.
But these ropes are tied to the post.
Yep. Jumps onto his horse. Well then, let us leave.
I keep Slag on one shoulder and I like cradle. I have like a side pouch that I like stick
The puppy
Floppy
into.
in because he's slow as crap.
You guys leave at a nice trot, and you hear this, and you look down, and Floppy's ears are just like slapping the bed.
Wait, is he following us or is he still tied to the hitching post?
No, I had tied him.
It wasn't tied. The horses were tied.
The horses were tied.
That's what I mean. He's on his horse that was tied to the hitching post and he's still on the horse.
No, I knew when you guys were
He's
leaving.
not that stupid. He's average intelligence.
Okay. We have our full party.
Yes.
I was just waiting in there the entire time, thinking that everyone was ready to leave too, but
As you guys
Yeah.
leave the stables, you guys head off into the sunrise.
How early can we get up?
Grab
Just kidding.
Slag,
You would be
spreads
heading
it
away.
out.
You would be heading away
Visor.
from
Away from the sun.
the sun. You guys are going west.
I did not get out of bed that early.
No,
I-
I'm just kidding. But it is technically winter, so your days would be shorter.
Okay, maybe I got out of bed that early, but
Not
just
really.
barely.
We're on the equator.
Yeah, you guys are on the equator, so
Never
it wouldn't really make a difference.
It's very slight.
It's very slight, but you guys leave probably 8, 9 in the morning.
Well, I guess technically the equator is probably about where this fold line is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So really, we are a bit south of the equator.
You're like 300 miles.
Yeah, 3 days by boat.
Yes. 3 days by boat. So, you guys, oh, you guys are way further from the, never
From the
mind, you
town
guys
that you
wouldn't
thought?
have a lot of crazy weather.
No. From what?
I thought it was way closer to the, southern,
Hemisphere?
pole,
Oh no.
but you guys are pretty tropical up there.
Yeah. No. That island has crazy weather.
Yes. So yeah, you guys are pretty warm year round, no matter where you are.
that's why I enjoy it there.
Yes.
I thought you said the southern part of that island got snow.
It does.
It would, yes. But it wouldn't get covered like down there.
Yeah. It's not tundra.
Yes, it's not tundra. It would.
Got
It's
it.
like Utah.
Yeah.
More like Nevada, where it's like sometimes it gets snow, but it's not like crazy amounts of snow.
It's oh yeah, we
Northern
got snow and then
Nevada.
it's gone.
I feel like this would be Nevada and this would be Utah.
Kind of like that. Yeah.
Nevada's not tropical.
No, it's desert.
This is not fully desert. This is more Sahara. Not Sahara. Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
That's desert.
It is, but it actually gets more water than we do.
Yes.
That's sad.
It is sad. It is one step above Utah in water level.
Because then it has grass.
It has grass
Oh.
and trees naturally.
What would that be like?
It has enough water to sustain life. Darn Utah.
Other than lizards and cacti.
Exactly. But you guys are traveling out
Sagebrush.
to
And
Zone.
tumbleweeds.
And tumbleweeds. Last I checked, tumbleweeds are pretty dry.
That's because you've only seen them when they're rolling. They're actually very beautiful when they're blooming.
What does a not dead tumbleweed look
And when
like?
they're
It
very,
is
very
beautiful.
little.
I have no idea. But you guys travel for several days with no issues. It is a very well-traveled road.
Bandits.
No bandits on this one.
They're all
Them-
terrified of me.
These look like those sticker weeds.
Thistles?
And you looked up blooming. Did you look up like a blooming tumbleweed
No, I just
or
looked
flowering tumbleweed? Yeah, look that
at
up.
live tumbleweed.
Living weed. But you guys get to Zone.
I don't think I've ever seen one of these, Russell.
No,
Yeah, you haven't.
That's why in your mind they're always dry because you've only seen them dead.
Because this doesn't exist in Utah. This is pretty and pink.
That does exist in Utah.
Oh,
Where? When?
When you don't see tumbleweeds, that's when they
when.
look like that.
Well, where did they grow?
all over.
Wait,
Out in the middle of nowhere where no one is.
shall we go visit her family and I'll see pink tumbleweeds?
No, there's people there.
How in the middle of nowhere do you have to get?
Where your car can't go.
My car can.
Why can't they grow?
I don't know.
Where
I don't make
sagebrush
the rules.
grows.
This is our conversation as we're going.
Talking about tumbleweeds.
Every single day, it's just these two back and forth, and
Probably.
Our knowledge of tumbleweeds is superior to all of you.
very much so.
No, now I'm just really curious
I don't know. That's a
where
great
to
question.
find a real live tumbleweed because I want to go see them because they're pretty and they're pink. I want to see a pink tumbleweed.
I also don't know if that's the particular strain
yeah.
that we have. That might be
That's California
only in
one.
like Russia.
Okay, Utah tumbleweed.
Yeah.
A live Utah tumbleweed.
What? Oh, brother.
Alive Utah tumbleweeds are not alive. They're rolling down the highway.
They see me rolling. They hate it.
Yeah, this looks like the tumbleweeds I know. It's covering the car.
Okay.
That I have seen.
You guys get to Zone. You can easily see a fenced-off area of
Tumbleweeds are
a
not-
large
are not live
manor,
in Utah.
probably 4 stories. Probably doesn't have a basement here.
There's no need for
Freaking
one.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Wait,
But-
we got to the mansion and it doesn't have a basement?
No, doesn't have a basement. 4 stories tall.
4 stories tall.
Can anyone fly?
Very eccentric
I can climb.
looking. It's got vines growing up the sides. A very
Ooh.
nicely pampered lawn. Quite a bit of cactus.
Wait. We have to go to the library first.
We're going straight to the mansion.
But what if it eats us alive? We don't know anything about this place.
Can I make a perception check and see if there is a library?
We also need to go
A
knock on the
library?
door of everybody who
already
lives on
told
this
you
street.
all the information.
I bring
you know
out the
that
scroll
there
that I-
is.
Do you
bring out the
guys want
scroll.
to die?
This is what we've been given. This is the scroll.
That's
Make
why
a
we're going to the
perception check.
library. Maybe there's more there.
1 second, let me look at Zone.
This is useless. This is
Yes, they
lame.
would have a library.
Is this a
It's a fairly large.
It's what you
town.
don't see is what the wisdom brings.
They're overlooking at a blank.
I'm just like, oh my god.
It's the best thing to read.
I think he's having hallucinations. How
I
close is the library?
don't know if anyone explained this to Jane. I actually am like God tier at reading.
He is the reader.
I
You
can
are
pretend.
smart.
You can
You like to
I
research.
can.
Exactly.
He is the
if
son
I
of
read-
the god of
If I read
research.
something, I literally can't forget it.
Well, we should send you
So
to
I
the
turn it back
library.
around and I show it to him.
I don't want to go to the library because Will already told us there's no information to be gained.
He's read it several times.
But how many people have disappeared into this building and never
They
come out
don't know.
in the past year?
They don't know.
How many people have disappeared from this town then?
They probably weren't from this town.
This town.
Then why were they here in this building?
Actually,
The
has
same
a
reason we're here.
nasty habit of people disappearing. He points off into the distance. There's a lot of flat land up here, but you can see the Kumari Waste,
Ah, yeah.
Which is what?
which is an extremely dangerous area that has several connections to the Shadowlands. So a lot of crazy monsters come out of there and will attack anybody near it.
I believe that's where our adventure took place.
Yeah.
And this building is on the edge of that?
Not
no,
edge.
it's a
Miles.
ways away. It's miles away,
But you can still see.
but you can still see it.
I vote we get inside before dark.
I like that plan.
I think
Yeah, what
going
kind of day is
inside is a very bad idea. We know nothing about this house except that everybody who goes inside never returns.
Maybe they're all
It's
just
probably like 4 in the afternoon.
waiting for a surprise party.
I don't know. I read a book once about this house.
No
and if
time like
people
the
went into
Pleasance.
this house, the possessed girl killed them and dumped them in the basement. So
I
I
think
kind
you're
of
reading the wrong
don't
books.
want to walk into
He
this
only
house.
mentioned an old geezer that lived here that was rich.
But he never said what happened to him.
Maybe they touched
Because
the
they
treasure.
don't
Don't
know.
know.
He's missing.
I assume one of his traps took him. We'll find out when we get
But
in.
how do we know he's
I tie
not
up my horse to
hiding
the gate,
everybody in the basement?
And I push the gate open.
We'll find out.
He doesn't-
Walking up to the door.
I have a
You look
bad
at it,
feeling
they-
about this.
You can't see a basement.
If there's a basement, it was made by, well,
Probably armadillos.
somebody else's people.
Yes, if there's a basement, then we should probably figure that out as well, because there shouldn't be a basement. And the syndicate is in the area.
What's a syndicate?
It is the crime group. It is the Natia syndicate. It is a extremely large
So they're the bad guys.
gang.
We want to stay away from them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are they based here or are they just passing through?
They are based in the continent.
There's groups of them.
Everywhere. If you read the document, it broke down everything about the syndicate.
I'm
But as I said, I wouldn't have remembered any of it.
Interesting.
Recalling all the files.
Yes, I wrote this as if it is like a script, a pamphlet that William would hand to you. Like, this is the knowledge he has. So yes.
Okay.
Shall we proceed?
Yes.
I'd rather go knock on the neighbor's door.
I already opened up the gate.
Open
I'm
the gate.
walking up to the door.
I am the
Well, it's
last
been
one
open for
behind
quite some
everybody.
time.
And
Just
I'm holding back.
Gesturing.
And I pull my bow out. And an arrow.
I start backing up, and I grab her by the shoulders and be like, if you're gonna pull that out, you go in front.
And I push back as much as I can and walk very, very slowly.
No. You know the rules.
Okay, I lower my bow.
Well,
But
I doubt
still
we'll have
holding
any
it.
issues, but if we do, it will probably be haunted. Pulls out his pistol. Okay.
I don't have
Bumps
anything
the double door.
Who does?
William.
Oh, he's with us?
Yeah. It would be irresponsible of him to just send us there.
Why do you think I'm so worried? We're
look
gonna die!
To the manor.
Not with William.
And it has a super open area in the front with double staircases going up to the next level, and it's just like, this is a lot of wasted space.
So I'm gonna take the scroll that I had that was blank, and I'm gonna write "if found, not dead." Oh wait, no, scratch it out, and I throw it out.
It found not dead?
Scribbled out saying "dead," and it's just gonna be out on the lawn because
If found.
We're dead.
And I wrote all of our names. So, we need to go get that before we leave.
Thanks, Pancho.
That's really reassuring.
I'm not planning on dying today.
Neither do I, but you never know.
Okay.
Well, here we go.
At least there will be some amount of record about this building.
I push Izzy in first.
You push her in, and you're all inside of the building.
Well, which staircase do we go up first? There's 4 of them.
I
Do we
pull
split?
Slag off my head and set him on the ground.
Okay, 1 second.
How about we go through that door? Point to the one we just came in.
Here we go. Let me get the
That's
creepy
counterproductive.
ambience.
I'm
you
all for
guys-
figuring out a mystery, but I'm more for figuring it out through an intellectual viewpoint rather than actually putting myself in danger.
Aren't you supposed to be the dangerous one?
That's what I was thinking.
She's
You are the
both.
only one with weapon capacity.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm just the intimidating looking one.
But as you guys all make your way
Because
into...
you asked for it.
You asked for
You
it.
wanted to be the competent one.
Yep.
Remember? You
Everybody
specifically
else-
asked.
Everybody else was going to be the humor.
Competent in brains, not competent in wanting to die.
The
That's
only
what
thing
Rance
I'm
is
competent
competent
in is stealing things.
Okay, fine.
I am only competent in brains. That's all I got.
I walk into this house and up the stairs on the right
Okay.
with
They
my
did
bow
not
held
that
like
confident.
I'll go to the one on the left.
Do they connect?
Just like,
Guys.
Do they connect?
yeah, they go up to the top.
Okay.
I was gonna have Slag look at those.
But as you guys are all inside of this large antechamber type deal, the doors behind you. Several
that's
locks
lots of
just
locks.
go down.
I run back to the doors and start pounding on them.
Back up, turn around,
You're on the
sit
side
down.
that locks, by the way.
Oh, I start unlocking the doors.
You make a power check. Athletics, I guess it would be.
Oh.
Plus tumbleweeds. Get rid of the tumbleweeds. Plus what?
Plus your athletics.
Plus
Athletics?
Go to your skills.
athletics.
Find athletics. Go over to
16. Wait, the red one? Oh, wait,
Yeah,
that
that's cool.
changes it. 20.
20? You're able to get a few of the locks, but others are completely rusted shut.
How were they rusted shut when they just locked?
Magic!
I knew we should have gone to the library first.
Make a perception check.
Would you like me to punch the door?
Yes, please.
Guys,
I'll
we're not
punch
going
the
to
door.
learn anything if we leave now. We knew this was going to happen.
I did not know the doors were going to
This is
magically
to help
shut
her
and
feel
lock behind
comfortable.
me. I need an escape route.
Well, they're wasting time.
What am I adding
going
to this?
Perception.
I'm going to send Slag to
Up the stairs?
basically
10.
10?
Scout out for traps.
scout up for traps.
You're panicking way too
just
much
on
to
this-
notice anything.
Just on the main
You
floor,
punch it?
at the base
Okay,
base of
make an
stairs
attack.
first. I just want this just this room cleared.
Okay.
He's just gonna dash around the room, just slug style. Just inchworm style. He has like a metal mask on a slime.
That would be a 25.
25? Easy enough. You smash through the door.
Oh boy.
And I step out onto the porch.
The door,
Nice.
like, cracks open quite a bit.
Well, I punched the one side, so now there's like a window at my height. So about 6.5 feet up, there's a hole.
Ah,
But yes, you have loosened the lock.
Enough that I can open it.
You can now open it.
Okay, I open the door and I step out onto the porch.
Okay.
I think you need to add fear of.
I think you
Enclosed
should
spaces
change
for
my
her.
fear of not being with people, like being alone. Change that to fear of locked in closed spaces, like being
At
trapped.
least I created a hole for light. But it won't be there for long.
Because I am terrified of being
You guys
trapped.
all hear this chink.
Guys, I think we should
Izzy?
run.
You look down as a trapdoor opens
Ah,
Under me?
underneath you. So,
I think I found one.
you can make
They
a
disappeared.
power saving throw to attempt to not fall.
Does that also include me?
No, you were just inside of the.
Oh, so she's
Yeah,
outside.
you punched the hole.
She
She
stepped
stepped onto the
outside.
porch.
What do I add to this?
Your power.
14.
14. Yeah, you be gone.
Ah!
I'm screaming from under the porch. Ah! Guys, help me! Help me!
James, you are next to the mic.
Help me! Help me!
Chill.
Not that quiet either.
I have to scream louder that they can hear me and know that I need rescue.
I was
Well, it's
looking
more
at
than
it.
Next to you.
It was more of the
Yeah, how far does she fall?
Also, doesn't
She
that hurt?
slides.
Okay.
Close
Well,
again.
that after hearing that, I'm like, ugh, I turn around.
I punched the ground.
I hold out
Like,
my hand.
Goes up and then you just like punch it.
I
No,
hold
I-
out my hand.
I
and
punched the ground underneath me because I'm pretty sure she's going underneath
Ah,
So
I
okay.
want to stop the
floor?
slide.
to stop the sliding.
Okay. Okay, we can go for that. You watch her sliding, you punch down, make an attack roll.
Let's see if this
Oh,
does.
boy.
19.
19? Okay. Roll damage. Let's see if you can get through this floor. It is pretty unkept.
The actual floor.
There's quite a bit of moisture in here. The floor is a little rotted.
13.
13 damage? Okay. So, I will allow you to make another power saving throw as you see an armadillo arm punch through the floor
You want your
gauntlet.
ceiling.
and you see this gauntlet in this slide. Like you've got like a plastic, some kind of material that is pretty slick, but it's right underneath
Oh!
natural 20.
Oh!
Nice.
He rescued me! Thank you!
You're not rescued yet.
I'm not rescued yet.
No,
just
you're just
clinging
able to
onto
grab
the
onto
armadillo
this.
Oh, I am holding
fucking
on to your
arm.
arm for dear life. I will not let go of you.
Pull back up.
Well, you just have a hole.
Oh, the
Now you
Through
have a
the
monkey
floor.
trap.
She fell over here, but you were able to just guess and capture her. So now your hand is stuck in
So
a
I'm
hole.
holding
No,
on
I
to your
have a
hand
wedge.
so I
Holding
can't
onto
slide
you.
down anymore.
I will send my vine whip down the hole.
Okay,
I
Door.
can't move my arm.
so you send out your vine whip. Roll an attack just to see if you can guesstimate general area. What is your defense?
Where's that number? 12?
12? That's your number to beat.
12?
Yes.
Oh, then yeah, easy.
Okay. You feel as this vine comes and wraps around your body and then just yanks you out.
I don't know what it is, so I'm screaming. Trying to hold on to him, but I probably
It's
can't.
like pulled in.
Almost lost my gauntlet.
Cartoon style lands next to me screaming and is like, dismisses vine. Okay. Now what have we learned?
I'm standing here panting.
I'm gonna stick my head down the hole.
It is very dark.
Yeah, I have dark vision.
It goes for quite some time.
I will send an arcane eye down the hole. His hole specifically.
Okay, what's its range? Does it have a range?
I think it's originally it was 30 feet.
I start
don't know
going
if
up
we
the left
changed it
staircase.
now.
Again?
Yes.
Okay, you go up the right staircase.
No, the left.
Oh, you went up the left. You went up the right.
I went up the right one, then I went back.
And now I'm going up the left.
Okay.
I'm still standing wherever he left me. I have not moved.
Standing?
Are you watching for anything?
No, I'm just going in.
Oh, okay, you're just logging up.
Well,
I'm the
60
brute.
feet.
60 feet? Okay. You roll it down, and You like kind of look into it, and then you're like, oh no. It's just like rolling.
He's not
You just like
pretty.
see him kind of going like this, like.
Just close your eyes. Oh, doesn't help.
Nope, doesn't help.
It can fly. It doesn't need to roll down the slide.
Okay, I forgot about that part. But you make it go down. Did you have dark vision?
Me? Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. So you go down with your
I got
arcane.
it from my mama.
Yeah, I got
Wait,
my
so do I
eyeball.
have dark vision too?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm the only one that doesn't.
Oh.
That's why
Yeah.
he's afraid of the dark.
Yes.
If it makes me feel any better, William also doesn't have dark vision.
No.
Oh, nice.
What was he doing while I was dying?
William?
Rolling his eyes.
Laughing.
Why?
You're an idiot.
Because it was very funny.
He's been looking for traps.
Yes, he's over there like worth the slug, just like. Nope, I don't see any traps either. Actually, make a perception check. for your
Screaming on the
slug.
ground.
For a slug? Who has a slug?
It's,
Russell.
it's not a. It's an elemental slag, but
Mhm.
his name is Slag.
I thought you had a dog.
I
He has
also
both.
have a dog.
Oh.
But I'm not going to send the dog to trigger traps.
That would be sad.
Floppy is for chasing
Emotional
people,
support.
even though he's slow. Oh my goodness, Slag. Let's see. He would have a 22.
Holy crap. Yes.
I rolled really good.
Apparently, it is able to identify several pressure plates, and like runes that it would assume, with your knowledge, is magical in nature. But with your arcane eye, it goes down quite a ways and ends at a kind of like almost like a cell. Like an enclosed cell, with like a soft, sandy dirt at the bottom to catch whoever falls.
How
But
many
it,
bodies are in there?
there's a couple bodies in there,
That's not bad.
completely rotted and just dead.
Really.
I could probably smell
If you could smell it, it would smell nasty.
Why
But
it's not a spectral nose.
I would like to make an arcane nose.
Why?
An arcane tongue.
An arcane tongue just to lick it. At this
Hashtag
point,
fans.
let's just make it arcane face.
Just
You
a
have
floating
eyes,
head.
nose, ears, and a tongue.
That's
Reminds
just
me of
for-
Spy
just,
Kids.
Just add a thing for upcasting it. You can add other senses.
Not a bad idea.
Oh no.
You were great.
But yes, your dog is kind of like whimpering and like rubbing its nose as you're close to the hole. It doesn't like that smell.
No.
It smells pretty bad.
Well, I think we know where the people disappeared to.
I told you they're dead in the basement! I was
How
right.
far am I getting up the staircase?
Oh, you're all the way to the second floor.
Oh, sweet.
How intentional does this
Pacha,
hole look?
probably don't take any more steps.
The hole that Pacha made, very intentional. The hole that is built
The
into a
slide.
slide, very intentional. It is a trap.
I continue walking.
Okay.
That's why you don't ring doorbells. That's a Scooby-Doo reference.
That's why you don't ring a doorbell.
They don't ever. I don't think they ever say it, but
Oh,
when
yeah,
they ring the
they do
doorbell,
say it. They do say it.
someone says that.
In
Yeah.
which one?
The live action one where they ring the doorbell
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
like, what could happen
Oh.
by ringing a doorbell? That could happen by ringing a doorbell, Fred. But as you are walking, in your nonchalant way, you pass a cupboard. You feel a pressure plate. Make a power saving throw.
At least it's something he's good at.
Right.
Oh, yes.
And you're focused on power, so it'll go up.
This will do you good.
22.
22? Okay. The cupboard flies open and tries to smack into you, but you just like kind of grab it. It's like, oh. Okay.
Throw it behind me as it goes down the second level.
This door comes down the stairs.
Hit a pressure plate.
Pressure plates.
No
up
pressure plates there. But you just continue
Walk into a
nonchalantly
building
walking.
of
Are you walking towards the next flight of stairs?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going all the way up.
Okay.
Where is
That
your
is my
sense
determination.
of fear of death?
I have none.
Macho, we haven't cleared the bottom floor!
Okay, what are the rest of you doing standing around this hole?
Standing there panting still
Well, I'm gonna go.
Bring my...
and screaming again when this door comes flying down the stairs for no apparent reason.
You're like, okay, I'm good.
I'm gonna go and look and see if there's any clues to, like, you know, whether or not this place is haunted.
Actually, that scream probably sounded more shrill.
How would you like to look?
Haunted? Obviously it's haunted! Is it not obvious it's haunted?
He's probably pointed out the traps by this point.
Yes, I
So,
pointed out the traps on
I'm
this.
going to go around
in this
them
room. That's all I've seen.
Yes. in this room and look for,
On this floor specifically.
I don't know, like pictures on the walls or scratches on the floors.
Are there eyes in pictures that are following us?
You know,
Okay, both of you roll perception checks.
yours out of fear. And
I am too terrified to see anything. I am still panting.
Where is my perception? There it is. Okay, so that's a 21.
21? Okay. So this house is in shambles. Very bad disrepair. You can see several like rotting bodies that are mostly gone. Like,
Where?
just like laying around.
Under the stairs. Just kidding.
Just like
And these were obvious when we first walked through the door?
no, they're like around behind the stairs. She's walking past the traps into the house. But there's several bodies around. It looks like a lot of like the mice and other like insects and stuff have been
And the rest of us with normal noses
Dining.
don't notice the stench?
Oh, I noticed that.
What
I
you
just go past
notice
it.
is the smell of candles.
Candles.
Just like almost like an earthy forest aroma within the house.
I am intrigued because dead bodies don't smell like candles.
How many doors are leading out of this room? Is it just the staircases, or
There's the staircases, and then there's like open doorways into like a dining room and like a kitchen and a lounge. All very well furnished. Well, it looked well furnished. It's very in disrepair right now. There's a lot of dust. Like you look at the ground and you can see there's a lot of dust, and you guys are the first to disturb it in quite some time.
Was this amount of dust in the original room we walked into?
Yes, this dust is everywhere. You can see puffs of dust going up the stairs, up the next set of stairs.
You see like a trail of cleanliness where slag has crawled?
Yes.
Yeah, that's how you
the
know
slag
before the
trail,
bed
and then you have
traps.
like a tail trail from Pacha.
The steps and then the tail.
Connie's tail is not sweeping the floor.
So
on
at
the
least I know
stairs.
it's safe to walk wherever the floor is not dusty.
Yep. Well, other than the one spot up on the
In
second floor.
theory. Pacha, make another power saving throw
Oh joy.
as you are walking through this area.
Meanwhile, I'm circling back around and passing the dead bodies again and being like, I really hope these don't come back to
9.
life.
9?
behind me.
Okay.
If they do, I'm gonna develop a fear of undead.
You walk past this statue, and you watch as its eyes flash, and the carpet flies out from under you, and you tumble back down the stairs.
It's a good thing I roll.
You just turn into your ball, roll down the stairs, and out the front door.
You
And
take
into the hole
4
and down the
damage.
That's not bad.
It is for some people. He is pretty beefy.
That would be pretty darn hurtful for me. And I even went to help a little bit.
Roll a perception check, Pacha.
No kidding, a little bit. Alright. I have 16. I thought about going up for 28, but
Ooh!
more mine and stuff.
That is a 19.
19?
And hey, +0.
That is really good. As you hit the bottom of the stairs, you hear faint giggling
It's not good.
the top of the stairs.
I run back up.
What is wrong?
Oh my.
As you guys are down on the base floor, you hear
I hear the giggle.
and like dust goes everywhere. Dust clears and you hear as he runs back up the stairs.
With the voice of, I hear a giggle.
I hear a giggle.
I start heading up this flight of stairs that he took. A lot more cautious. Well, I pick up Slag too, because he's slow as crap. He can dash, I guess. But
Double time it.
Double time.
And I don't want to be left alone down here, so I guess I follow them, but at a safe distance.
Okay, William pulls up the rear.
This time I'm not staring at the statue and I'm staying on the side.
Okay, you make your way around the statue. The carpet is kind of nicely rolled up in the corner, like next to the statue.
Yeah. I push it over.
The carpet roll or the statue?
Both. It's aggravating.
It's just like dust just kind of goes everywhere. You see a mouse just
What'd the carpet do to you?
everything.
I'm not
You
going to
heard
eat
that
the mouse.
thud?
I'm not going to eat the mouse.
You're not allowed it.
I'm not going to eat the mouse.
Pacha, what would you like to do from here? You guys get to the second flight of stores and
Stores.
Stairs.
top of the second flight of stairs. It looks like there are large rooms. Several of the doors have been open, and you just see like dusty bedrooms. A couple drawers have been opened and rummaged through. It looks like some people have been brave enough to rummage through places, but a lot of them don't make it back out.
How did they get as far as to get to these rooms?
the same way we have.
Yeah, walk in.
No,
Look for traps. Get hit by a cupboard or a rug.
I am going to roll a perception check because I am tired of being caught off guard by everything.
Okay.
You have like +6 or something ridiculous like that.
Didn't I give you +7?
Unfortunately, I'm going to look for shiny things.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
13?
Are any of the doors locked?
Did I find anything useful?
That is what I do now.
On the third floor?
On the second floor, no, none of the doors are locked. Most of them.
On the third.
You went up to the third floor?
Yes.
Okay.
Remember he went up the second flight of stairs.
Oh,
Again. And then fell down.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Everybody got up to that point,
Oh.
pretty much.
I'm
Everybody
running
is
up to the
nearly
third.
caught up to you. So you go towards the third. Make another power saving throw as you
Your boy
charge towards the third floor.
20.
20? Okay. You feel a trap door start to open underneath you, but you catch it this time. And
Kick
you
it.
jump over it, and it opens up at the base of the floor, at the base of the stairs, and you like look down and it's just a slide down into a room. One of the other rooms.
Can't catch me.
Can't catch me!
Did I see anything?
Oh,
Did
wait.
you see anything with a 13? You feel like you saw one of the pictures, one of their eyes looked at you, and then looked back.
Before I continue running up, I'm gonna snap that trap back into place and break it so it doesn't go back down.
Okay, make an athletics
I'm gonna
check.
try.
Meanwhile, I
You
saw
can do
the-
it with advantage.
I saw the eyes, not anything shiny.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
Okay. No
22.
shiny. 22? Easy enough for your
Even though
beefy
there was
muscles.
like a vase of gold sitting right there.
Probably.
a gold vase. Just covered in dust. Easy enough. You snap it. Like, kind of like, put the hinge over there so that it doesn't, like, fall down.
And now I run back up.
Okay.
Galen, will you send your slime for me to that picture, please?
Okay, Slag. Go look at the picture.
Make a perception check.
Oof.
It's a 9.
It's a 9.
Are there any traps or things in the floor from here to there? Can I safely walk that direction?
So, as the slug goes over there, how heavy is this thing?
I don't know.
It's a
It's only
metal.
tiny.
It's tiny, but
but
like,
it is metal.
it is metal.
So,
Does it weigh as much as steel, gold?
I mean,
Metal
Would be-
is heavy.
it would be kind of. I mean, not quite as
Platinum.
heavy as a tungsten cube, but it
No,
would be pretty heavy.
Probably 15 pounds-ish.
Yeah.
10,
at
15.
least, yeah.
Okay, so it goes over there and you see this.
Also light enough for me to pick it up and sit it on my shoulder.
Yes.
10,
Um,
15.
so it just like, you don't hold it on there for long. It gets uncomfortably heavy,
Yeah.
lopsidedly. But you watch as it slowly indents into the floor, through the carpet. So there's this carpet and it's just like, and you watch as the picture just like falls off the wall and it doesn't do any damage. It's fabric. It just like rips through the picture.
What's
But
behind
you could
it?
just see the slime's head popping out with its little metal
Like,
mask.
Look around and like, hmm?
Alright.
This is why I sent you.
It's a blank wall.
A blank
Completely
wall.
blank. Like it doesn't even like there's a nail. That's
I
it.
am going to follow the slug at a safe distance to not sit off the same platform. And I am going to carefully pick up the corners of the cloth and look at the picture.
It looks like a very well-dressed man. Elvish. Maybe half elf. He's got a little bit of a goatee.
I'm going to assume this could have been the guy who lived here.
Probably.
And do I see anything weird about studying the eyeballs intently?
Let me see if that survived. Okay, one of the eyes is intact. The other one's pretty ripped up. You look at it really close.
And it blinks back.
It like looked at you, winked, and then goes back.
It's bewitched.
Wow.
Well,
Absolutely not terrifying.
Well, what's terrifying
We
is
better catch up to Pacha before he
Yeah.
gets himself killed.
More building blocks.
just
Have
because
you
this
got
is funny,
yourself
make
killed?
another power saving throw. Are you paying attention or
No.
just running?
Well, I'm paying attention to the doors, seeing which ones have not been opened.
Okay. As you're getting up to the third floor, you can see that most of the doors are just closed.
Well, I'm gonna go one door at a time.
Well, make your power save, then we'll get to that.
It's 15.
15? Okay. You feel the statue. It's like an owl on top of like the banister.
Oh, not the statue.
It just like kind of flashes a little bit, and you're just like, ha ha! Slap it, and then jump out of the way as the rug just rolls up, and then lanes up against the wall, and you're just like, ha ha! Can't get me twice.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you.
Shame on you again. But you guys hear Pacha jumping around and making very loud noises up above you.
well, if it wasn't haunted before.
It might be now.
We should also get upstairs just in case Pacha brings down the third floor.
Yeah.
On top of us.
Yes,
Might
dust
survive.
is like kind of like falling from the.
Dust is falling all over.
You look up and like the ceiling. They wouldn't use like sheetrock necessarily, but a lot of like the plaster has fallen off, so you see a lot of the woodwork.
Plaster.
And so it, like the dust is like falling down from that.
Good old lath and plaster.
I'm gonna smash open all these doors.
Okay, how you doing it?
Boom.
Oh, easy enough. You just like push on it, kind of like almost like half-heartedly and it just
Well,
breaks off.
it's the first initial like test to see if it'll push, and then it's the harder push to make sure. It
Oh
opens.
yeah, easily like snaps the little
The flimsy
frame.
little lock.
Yeah, it just like opens up.
Well, I shouldn't have packed my lockpicks.
Oh, I have mine.
Yeah, yours are just hands.
No, he actually is,
I do have.
does carry a lot.
Uh-huh.
He does have
These
lock picks. Empty bedroom. Everything is in almost a creepy, peaceful serenity of dust.
I like peaceful.
I don't go in. I'm just opening up all
Candles!
these doors.
Candles.
Yeah, what
You're
is-
looking for candles?
I'm looking for candles. Do I smell it any stronger as I get higher by chance?
Okay, make a perception check.
Forgot what I add to this.
+6.
+7.
No, +7.
20.
20? Yes, as you've gotten higher, you get closer to some, almost like these, brazier-like things on
What's
the...
a brazier?
You really need to study up on fantasy stuff.
It's like
They're like
light.
things on the wall.
Wall light.
They're like, wall lights. You can put, torches, candles...
Oh, those
That's
things
a
on the wall that hold a
Sconce.
torch?
That's
Those
a-
are sconces.
I know what those
Braziers are like a bigger...
Usually those
Those
aren't
have
on
like
the wall.
fire
Mhm.
Yeah.
in them. It's not a brazier. Sorry. What is the thing I'm thinking of? It's like a large...
Like that? That's not on the wall.
No, not that.
Sconce.
It's like a pole with a kind of like a small brazier at the top that you usually light incense in.
Lantern. No.
Like those Hawaiian lanterns to
No,
keep the bugs
not
away?
a tiki torch. I'm talking like early like Jewish.
An incense dish.
Yeah.
Like the Hanukkah
No,
candles?
okay.
Like-
It's like a
candelabra.
tall. Yes, that's a candelabra. No, it's like a tall pole, and at the top is a bowl that they light incense in.
I don't know what it's called, but I can see it in my head.
Yes, I can see it in my head.
So there's a that.
Yes, you can see them lining around the floors.
So they're on all the floors.
They're on all the floors, and you can see just a slight smoke coming out of it.
I'm not tall enough.
Galen? I need your slime again.
Why?
To go from me to there.
How about we go up to Pacha first? I'm going to go up the
How many
next set of
doors am I
stairs.
opening up here?
Oh, you open a good 5.
Awesome.
Each of them
Before
are
we get to you.
nearly
1, 2,
identical.
4, 5.
But yes, you guys are like going up to the next set. You see this trap door that he has jammed. You easily jump over it and start heading up. Out of the corner of your eye, Izzy, you keep seeing pictures looking at you. But every time you looked at them, they're completely normal.
This place is haunted.
Yeah, so I figured.
There's a completely logical explanation for this.
No, probably
The
not.
place is haunted.
But yes, as you guys are making your way up the stairs, you guys hear blam! Blam! Blam!
What is he doing up there?
Make
Opening
a
doors, Pacha style.
power saving throw.
Please don't be a 1. Ooh, that is a 16.
16? Okay, you catch this. You push the door. It's got a little resistance to it, so you're just like,
More force.
So you go to slam it, and it just opens up. You start to fall forward, and it comes back at you, but you catch it. You just stop it, and you're just like,
I'm gonna look behind this door.
You look behind the door. There's nothing there.
What's in that
Next
room?
door.
That room is normal room.
So what do these
Are
rooms contain?
Are
Just
there
like
any
a...
A large
smelly things
bed.
in here?
inside of the rooms.
Yeah.
Not inside of them.
They're just in like the hallways, the passages.
Is it a brazier? No, I already said.
That's what you just
That's what I already said. No, they
It
just.
might be just called an incense brazier.
I'm not sure. I feel like there's a fancy word for it.
Incense burner.
The smelly stick
The smelly
is
sticks.
where?
They're mostly in the hall,
In the
around the
hall.
outs, like
In, like,
outside of the rooms.
All the hallways.
Yes.
Are the rooms identical or are they?
Most of them are very identical.
And do they
with
all-
a large bed. They all smell musty. As soon as you open the
They all
door,
smell-
like they all smell musty.
No, not
But
the
as soon as
rooms,
you
the
get-
smelly things. Do they all smell the same? Or is there
All
like
of
a
them smell the
different
same.
smell in each one?
All of them smell the same. You approach one. Make a power saving throw.
I gotta send a slime to it first.
Oh, you look at it.
I look at it
Yes,
with
make
my
a power,
eyes.
Make a power saving throw.
This is what I've had to do.
The hallway.
You're strong.
You rolled good.
You did
That's
roll
good.
19.
Where's my power number? Oh, 19.
Nothing happens.
Oh, good.
I was just making you roll for it.
I
Keeping you on your toes. But you like look in there, and there's just like a small rock inside there.
Do I
You,
happen
like, grab
to
it?
know what it is?
It is really strong. It just seems like somebody attached a little bit of magic to these rocks to make them give off a smell.
Fancy air freshener.
Do I know?
It's literally a fancy air freshener.
Do I know anything about the history or purpose or anything about
Fancy air fresheners?
fancy air fresheners?
Yeah, to keep your
Okay.
house.
It's a
Smell it.
status thing.
In the meantime,
Blam!
They wouldn't be cheap.
Huh?
I said they wouldn't be super cheap.
No, they wouldn't be cheap. This is a look
have that many.
how fancy I am. I have all of these air fresheners.
All
That's
lined
how
up,
much
all
money I
right.
spend. Type of deal.
So this guy was kind of
Eccentric.
prideful.
Extremely eccentric. Yes, you open the last door. There's nothing.
Up the stairs.
So, another set
Oh,
of stairs.
Darn it. He's gone.
This is up to the 4th floor. This one is a completely enclosed floor.
The next set of stairs leads
From the
to your
3rd
door.
floor, you can still look down and see the front door. That's how open this area
So
is.
does it like go around and like outside of like the main room thing?
So it's like layered, tiered. So like as you've gotten higher, the rooms have gotten smaller.
Mhm.
But this next floor is actually
The
completely
full floor.
enclosed floor.
Is this going to be the master suite?
Yeah.
So
Scary.
what would the rest of you like to do as Pacha makes his way towards the last set of
Well,
stairs?
I'm actually going to stand off to the side of the stairs just in case he comes tumbling back down.
That is a good idea.
Each floor. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, Pacha, as you run up these stairs, make a power saving throw.
Not to 1, but a 17.
17? Okay.
It was a 1.
It's-
I got terrified.
It's difficult, but you guys all just like wait. And just like in your heads you're just guessing how he's going to fall down these stairs. You watch as all the stairs just into a slide.
Ah.
But Pacha just digs his fist into the wall and just like carries himself up with his arms all the way up the stairs.
That's not
And now
even
I
fair.
snap it back into place.
Is there like a lever to put
Make
it
a
back in the
perception check.
stairs?
Or is the lever at the bottom?
How long is this flight of stairs?
It's probably a normal.
That should be a 6.
Like almost 20 steps. A 6? You like look around? Yeah, that's stuck.
Is there a lever at the bottom of the stairs?
Not at the bottom.
I will use my vine whip to get most of the way up, and then reach out for Potch to grab my hand.
Okay, easy enough. You
My claws are into the wall.
well, you're at the top.
Oh.
So you're fine. So he vine whips himself 15 feet up, and you're able
To my
to
foot.
reach out and just grab him and pull him up.
I don't know if I want to go up there, but I also don't want to stay down here by myself.
If you guys just get a running head start, I can vine whip
The
you
vine
rest
whip
of the way.
right up.
Okay, I'm gonna get my running head start.
Okay, make a let's go athletics. Make an athletics check, both of you.
Because all you gotta do is cover about 5 feet, and I can reach you.
12?
12? Okay, easy enough.
I got 18.
18, easy enough. You make it most of the way up by yourself before he gets to you. So, Connie runs up, gets probably 5, 6, barely reaches out for 7 feet, and he's like, I think that's enough, and whips her and gets her up. She barely makes it. She's like sliding up on her nose, just all the way up.
I have floor burn on my face.
He like helps her stand up and then looks over as you're just like running up the flat surface, kind of like jumping off the wall, like using the banister, and he's just like, no. Just catch you.
Yes, I can help you.
You like start to slide down a little bit, but he gets you all the way up.
Hey, when'd you guys get here?
Does William need help?
He's just like looking up. I am far too old for this.
I mean, you can explore
I'm gonna
down
look for a
there.
You look for a lever?
Yeah.
Okay, look for a lever.
Okay, that is a 12.
A 12?
Yeah.
Hey, that's double what I rolled.
Okay. You look around, and you notice that one of the bars at the top of the stairwell, in the balcony, not balcony, just like at the top of the banister, that's the word, is slanted. And it has a like a slit in the top of the banister. You just click, put it back, and all the stairs.
William's getting a running head start.
So
walks up the
this is
stairs
what
like a dignified person.
This is what happens because he did attempt. So he's just like gets a running head start. He slips 2 feet up, stairs, boom, just smashes his face into the bottom 5 stairs.
Shins.
He just like looks up. Ooh.
I'm sorry.
He's just like got blood running down his nose. Okay,
I was trying
thank you.
I know that feeling.
Just climbs up, just like wiping his nose, grabs his handkerchief. Oh, it's been a while since I've met you, Floor. But you guys approach the 4th floor. This one smells different.
I look for the smelly sticks. What do I
There's
see?
no smelly sticks. This one smells like death. But it's a very old death.
This is
A
where
lot of the
guy
older ones, the other bodies were newer. You look over and there's a very nicely dressed skeleton.
Ah.
Oh.
Like, the clothes are in tatters, but you watch as several like rats and stuff scurry off and go into their little holes.
Any
this
rings
is
still on
the
it?
guy.
Rings? Oh yeah.
I take them all.
No, you do not.
You both just like go over to it, like start grabbing stuff.
You get the left hand. I
You
get
look
the
at
right.
it, and there is a spear protruding out of its chest and just like pinning it to the wall.
Why was he murdered?
I think he killed himself with a trap. I look at the other wall.
There is an opening with a hole the size of a spear.
You know what we could do? I can roll up into a ball and I go zoom.
And get impaled.
Or we can sing Slag,
Who won't get impaled?
who is actually expendable.
And won't get impaled.
Because he's
That's a
too
lower
short.
chance. I still roll percentage.
He has a very terrible armor class, but
He's this big.
There are 3 doors at the top of the stairs.
I send Slag to search for traps. Unused traps.
Mm-hmm.
He goes around this
Triggered.
small, like almost like antechamber, foyer, like area. Like there's a couple seats.
Waiting room.
Yeah, kind of like a waiting room.
Front of the office part.
Right. Roll a perception check for him. I guess everybody that wants to look around you for perception checks, you can.
That was a 10.
I'm a low.
I'm a
low
little
one for myself as well. I got worse than this Slag.
Slide.
1.
21.
I'm too focused on the rings.
Okay.
Same.
You do find some very nice silver rings.
11.
11?
I got a 21.
21? Okay. Okay. Slag doesn't notice anything out of the
He
ordinary.
doesn't set off any more spears.
No more spears. But you notice that there are a couple wires hooked up to the doorknob on the door to your left.
How many doors are there in here?
There's 3. One is open just a crack. It's the one that he's closest to. The body, technically. The skeleton is closest to.
Probably his bedroom.
But the one across from the hall is has the wires hooked up to it. And then the other one, you don't notice anything off about it.
I point out the wires to everybody else and send Slimy to go investigate because I don't want to be impaled.
You
I
do
guess-
not control Slag.
I have
Gotcha. As you're
you
investigating the
said
body,
slimy.
make a perception check.
I'm not good at perception.
You're over there.
15.
15? Okay, you notice in one of the pockets that is pretty torn up, a set of keys.
Take the keys. I go over to the first door.
I am over there too.
The one with the wires on it?
The
The one I'm
one
closest
closest to him, the one across the hall from you, or the one to your left at the top of the stairs.
to. Top of the stairs.
The one with the wires. Okay. So, you go over there. There are 6 keys on it.
Well, do this.
Maybe you should have me look at it.
I'm gonna pull out my thieves' tools, and I'm gonna pick the door.
Amazing.
Meanwhile, I steal the keys
While
from him.
he's doing that, I'm going to send my spectral eye into the room that has
No,
the
I
door
hand you the
cracked
keys,
open.
Cracked open.
and I pull out
Okay.
my little pack, and slowly open it.
You watch as this large armadillo man sits down, opens up this small pack, unfolds them, pulls out a few tools, and gets really close to this doorknob.
I'm going to inspect the keys and see if they say anything.
What about the wires?
No, they are all
Okay.
bare. You'll find out. You send your spectral eye in there, and it is an extremely lavish room. Absolutely massive room. Dressers, chests, closets, everything just overflowing with what used to be nice clothing.
Now it would look silly, but
Yes, it's 20 years outdated, but it's been eaten quite a bit. You can see like rodents jumping out of the clothing. They've made their nests in some of the drawers. Pacha, make your tool check.
It's an 18.
18? Ooh. Okay. As you're going, you feel a slight buzzing. And you're just like, that's weird. You look like over at the wires and you're scratch it a little
wire
bit.
Door?
Yes. You scratch it a little bit. It stopped buzzing. And you continue going. By some miracle, you disarm the trap as you unlock it. But the door,
I'm happy you didn't make me do multiple checks.
the door swings open, and it's got a slight glow and a hum to the room.
Ah, I think, Pacha, you have found the alien technology we've been looking for.
I take it.
Well, you open the door.
Please don't touch it.
The room is covered in tiles of all
Oh.
different colors.
Don't step on that
This is not a me
floor.
thing. I'm going to the next door.
That's-
I have already unlocked it.
You can go in this room.
I
I'm sure it's not trapped.
Close the door and follow him.
I will go in, or I will open the door and like to look at the time.
Okay. You
I'll come
look
stand up behind him too.
in there. Yeah, none of these tiles go together. These are horrible colors.
You got purples with
Oh, they are
Mustard,
horrible.
yeah.
and a little bit of a bright yellow.
Absolutely
green.
horrible. But you look around the room. Make a perception check.
It's like my
You can make 2 if you want to use your slug as well.
Slime.
Slime.
I got a natural 1,
I got
and
20.
You
Slag
got a 20.
Slag got a 16.
16. Okay. From this distance, you can definitely see that.
Does he know what Slag understands? Like, can he?
It understands
telepathic-
what he understands. It has the same intelligence level as he
But like,
does.
can it communicate with
Oh.
his brain, and does he know what Slag is knowing?
That's crazy.
Or here he got a 1. Does he
He
still
can-
not know?
He can get vague information from it, pretty much. So Slag sees into the room pretty well. You, on the other hand, are just so caught up on how ugly this room is. Nothing matches. There's no windows, but there are like tapestries, and they clash with the tiles, and you're going to remember this for the rest of your stupid existence, and you will not be able to burn this out of your mind.
The tiles have
You remember that
broken
one room that looked very
Yes, I
bad?
remember it perfectly. Photographic memories are a curse.
But yes, Connie and Slag, you notice that this is like a trophy room. He's got several trophies and money in here. He's got a couple like vaults, safes, small safes. It's not just like money isn't just laying around, but it's like trophy things, like a tusk of an elephant, or like the pelt of an albino tiger, things like that. Just his trophies. And in the center, there is this pedestal with this long, probably 4-foot long box. It's just like kind of hanging off the box. What did you say you got? 20?
I got a 20. Modest.
You notice that there are wires running up this pedestal that go down into the floor.
Any sort of patterns.
This
Any
room.
patterns in the floor?
This room is disgusting.
I know.
hate the existence of this room. We should burn it.
Don't burn it yet. There's lots of shiny things in there.
Oh, there's lots of shinies.
I would rather look at a corpse than
There's one over
Then
there.
turn around and
I was
be
like,
satisfied.
William just points, gestures over to the corpse. There's one right there.
What's in the other 2 rooms?
Other 2 rooms. You look in the one that was cracked open, and it is a very lavish
He already
bedroom.
looked at that
Yes, I'm explaining it to him. Lots of clothing that is half-eaten. Lots of rat nests and rodent nests.
Next room.
The next room is a study. It's got a large desk with books.
I'm
all
gonna
over the place.
wander into that
Can
room.
we make the stop
That's-
playing repeat,
Okay.
please?
I'll
This
go
is
to
a
this
you
idea.
thing?
Thank
I'm
you.
going back to the ugly room.
I'll go back to the ugly.
No.
Wait, the study room?
I'm gonna go into the study.
Yes, you go into the study.
I will
and,
go with him into there.
It breaks your heart. There is a lot of book damage in here. You can see where water has pooled, where the roof has been leaking a little bit. But yes, there's a lot of water damage in this room.
If I hear loud banging, I'll know who caused
It'll be
it.
about done.
I would like to
And a
basically
yellow
just
paint.
go through his desk to see if there's any like secret
Can-
compartments or like
Ooh, okay.
Anything like maybe he kept more valuable information inside of his personal
And
desk.
I'm gonna look for a diary
A diary in his
You know
room?
what we should
in
do?
his study.
We should
Oh.
scale the wall.
I'd love to. I chose levels and skills versus climbing. But you can toss me?
That works too.
Perception?
Perception. Athletics with advantage.
12.
But
Power
first-
saving throw.
First, I want to make a perception check to see if there's any, like, disarming mechanisms by the door.
By the door. Okay, yeah, you can make a check. Russell, what'd you get? Galen.
Well, I got Slag got a 10, and I got a whopping 8.
8. Okay.
As you're looking and picking you up to get ready to throw you.
Okay.
He just like picks you up, and you're just like looking into the doorway. It's like, hold up, just a little bit higher.
And smacks head on
What did you
So,
get?
I got a 19.
19. Okay. You do notice that there is a switch out of reach by a good like 5 feet.
Okay. So, how far can you reach in this doorway while holding me?
I'm about 7 foot, so my reach is probably about
3.
5 feet.
Okay.
Okay, make an athletics again to just what is your athletics to throw her? And we'll just use that for your reaching.
It was a nat 20.
Nat 20? Okay, easy enough. We can just use that for your athletics of chucking this thing. But you're like, okay, rearrange, hold her like a child, like kind of like almost grab her like entire hip, and then like reach your arm around and like lean in.
My
Floor
tail
is
is on
lava.
the door frame, giving support.
But you're able to see what looks almost like a disarming switch. It's a very decorative, shiny switch with quite a bit of dust buildup, but it's got a blue button.
Press.
I hope this doesn't explode.
Yep.
As you're starting to press it, if anything falls, I'm throwing you towards the money.
Sounds great.
At least you'll die happy.
I will die with the money. So you go bloop, and you hear, and you watch as some of the tiles just settle down.
Okay.
So now there's like this gap in between the tiles.
I feel like the floor is safer now.
Are there any other buttons?
Make a perception check. What did you get, Galen?
8
8
and 10.
8 and okay, so
I
where do
have
you
basically advantage, and I am
failing?
failing.
So what is Slag looking at?
I have him just basically. I'll open drawers, and I'm gonna set him in drawers.
Just to look at things?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, okay, you look in this drawer, and I'll like grab it and shove him in, and I'll open a different drawer.
This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Okay.
And I'm
So,
looking for
it's
a
a fairly
journal
large.
with a 12.
Did you say you're looking for a turtle?
A journal!
Oh!
Yes,
A
I am
turtle.
looking for a turtle in his
And
study!
you got a 12?
Yes, a 12.
Oh, okay. It's gonna take you a while. Yeah, there's quite a few
A
books.
20 years dead turtle.
I was like, there's not a turtle in here, but if you want.
A journal!
There's
So-
a little aquarium with an upside down turtle.
Oh. Galen, you set your slug in one of the
out
drawers
it's
to
just
like
algae.
take a look at the corners, see if there's any hidden compartments. You go over, open a drawer, make power saves for you and your slug as you open these drawers.
He is way better on the saves than me.
That's true.
Because it uses my mind for everything. Oh, we're good. I got a 17 and he got a 22.
Okay. You hear sliding, and you're just like, what? And you move your leg just in time for one of the drawers to fly out and try to take your shin out. You're just like, oh no. And you look over as his drawer that he's sitting in starts to shake a little bit, and he like jumps out onto the desk as it just hurtles into the wall and just shatters.
This is terrifying.
So glad I found that button.
I'm going going to like look.
As you hear crashing from the other room.
Yes. Oh, 3 for your perception check. You look around.
Glad I'm not the only one.
Nope, no buttons.
I don't do perception.
I got a 23.
23 to land?
For the perception.
Oh, for the perception check. Okay. You look around and that might be a button. You are yeeted into the room at... What are you aiming at? Are you aiming
the
at the
area
center?
that she was looking.
Same...
The button?
You're just like... Oh, you want to go over there? I thought we were going... Oh, okay. You chuck Connie. Make a power saving throw as you are very not expecting this.
11.
11? Okay. So, you bang up your shin a little bit, but not enough to do damage. This will bruise, but you do land on one of the safes near what looks like a button on a shelf.
What color is the button?
This one is green.
It's also very shiny.
But yes, you look in there, and it does look like there's a hidden compartment back there.
Nice. I like reach onto the desk, grab Slag, and shove him in.
So you shove him in, and he just like kind of like grabs onto it with his like iron grip.
He's just like his mask. His like metal like hardens and it opens up with like
Teeth.
jack-o'-lantern teeth, and he's just like.
And you just like pull it, and this like almost like a stone slab comes out. You can hear the desk like, creaking. It's almost like it was part of a like support within here, and you like pull it out and around, and you can see that it has been hollowed out, and it actually has a small, like almost like a ring, about that big, with a little yellow button in it.
There's a lot of buttons around here. This guy likes buttons.
I would like to examine the button.
You examine the button.
Is there any way I can tell what it does?
Make a perception check.
Haven't made any progress in looking for this specific book.
You look around.
Or
and
any
he's got
other books of
He's got a
interest?
lot of ledgers. He's got some sappy romances
That he wrote?
that he read.
I'm gonna pull a few of them off the shelf and flip through.
A lot of the corners have been eaten. It's missing some of the margins, but most of it's readable. Some of it has water damage.
One of the really good parts at the very
You
beginning
hope
is
it's water
missing a chunk.
You hope it's water damage. Rat pee. Smells horrible. Wow.
There's not like any notes or bookmarks
It
or
doesn't.
anything
Not
of
that you're able to find.
interest.
Not in here.
16.
16.
What else have I to
You
examine?
look at it and it just looks like a button. But it's got just like this weird, like thread, almost like a magical thread that goes down, and you like kind of follow it. Now that you're looking at it, and it goes into the other room.
I shall continue following.
You just like go follow it, and as you're following it, it just like goes into the button. Like it doesn't like leave this long path. Like it just goes into it. You get to the doorway, and it just like goes into the tiles.
As I'm still leaning into the room.
As you're still leading into the room, you
I'm,
can't
like,
see
peeking
much.
past
You're
him,
just like
trying to-
peeking,
Trying to
past
reach the
giant
next thing at the pedestal.
Should I
There's, like-
press the green button?
There's a green button?
Yeah.
I have a yellow button.
Oh, I just pressed the blue button.
Oh, in that case, I press the yellow button.
Okay.
Press it.
Press the green button.
And I press the blue button again.
Okay.
No!
We may have just undone our progress.
Okay. So
I'm still in the other room reading
So this is
sappy
what happens.
romances.
Pacha, make a power save. You make a power save. And, yeah, we'll go with that. You're pretty protected behind Pacha.
But he pushed the yellow button.
He did press the yellow button.
18.
But the room is what's dangerous.
The room is what's dangerous. 18, what'd you get,
19.
Connie? 19? Okay. Easy enough. One of the tiles on the floor, as you push it, all of the tiles that had sunk come back up, but one of them goes boing and just goes straight towards you, and you're just like, oh crap, and you kind of just like duck and curl up as it just right above Galen's head.
I just got a haircut.
I pressed the button.
duck lower.
As you press the green button, one of the trophies just like shakes, and you're just like, and it just flies off. Make a history check.
Oh boy. That's a 11.
11? That movement seemed familiar.
The flying off the shelf movement?
Yes.
I press the blue button again.
You press the blue button again, and all of the plates.
I go and step in on the blue plates.
You go and step on them. Okay. You go
I
on.
only step on the blue plates.
Okay. There's a few of them. They're a little difficult to reach on, but they're not the only ones that have decreased. But you go and step on all of them. Nothing happens.
And I try and collect all the treasures that I can.
Okay. Most of them are in safes or like statues of and medals of awards.
I take the safes.
Hey, you better be giving some of those to me.
You pick up one of the small safes. It's like, okay, this is mine. Grab another small safe. That's about all you can carry because they're about this big.
Just fish it. I go out.
William's just like, those aren't what we can. Okay.
Is there a red button?
Red button? No red buttons.
Darn it.
But you guys no longer hear any humming.
Oh, is the thing in the middle glowing?
The middle? No. All of the glowing from the pedestal has subsided.
Okay. I feel like it's safe to touch him.
I'm gonna pickpocket these safes open.
You pickpocket the safes? Okay.
Lockpick?
Lockpick the safes.
Okay.
Wait. I'm just gonna smash one of them open.
I still have the keys.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Yeah, I would guess that's what they're for. I would like to go in and examine the
Yeah.
center pedestal.
Okay.
To be a 20.
Make a perception check. 28?
20.
Oh, 20.
I'm gonna look for
Yes.
anything else of interest
You're able to
in the study.
slam into the locking mechanism, and it just
I call
cracks
it
it.
on that.
it
Nah.
jams it for a second, but you're force it open.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
I can't remember. If we're focusing on it, does natural 20 count as 2 points?
2 points.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
I rolled a 19 on finding anything else of interest in this study.
In the study? You're going around and you pull off a book that looks kind of interesting, put it back, and you hear a click.
Oh no.
And it's like, what? And then like this small drawer pops out of the side of one of the shelves.
Just kidding.
You look in there, and there is a small notebook.
I pull it out carefully. Make sure there's no strings tied to the bottom of it first.
You like lift it, and there appears to be a string attached to it.
Can I cut the string?
That's
You
usually
can definitely
triggers the
try.
trap.
I pickpocket the open. Or the.
Hey,
the second one
Galen!
stools.
Can I borrow a slime for a minute?
I'm busy.
So you look at the pedestal. You don't see any power going to the pedestal. You like kind of like lift the box up a little bit, and the pressure plate has sunk. It doesn't look like anything else is going on here, but you can hear an ever so slight hum coming from the box. It looks like a reinforced box.
Well, I guess I'll open it if it's not locked.
Can I flip through it without pulling it out so I don't trigger the string and just see what's written in it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
You open it up. It is kind of like a diary explaining how he feels like he has become too powerful, and the Natia are coming after him.
Oh, is there any explanation about what the Tia are?
The syndicate.
It's the Syndicate.
Oh, that's the bad guys.
Yeah, the
Yes.
Guild.
You go a little bit further, and it almost seems like he was a part of them, and that's how he got so rich so fast. But then he broke off from them, and that's when he started to seeing things and started to worry that they were coming after him. And so he built this manor to protect himself.
That's why there's so many traps.
And then as you get closer to the end, you can see that the last 3 pages are strung through the back. So you are unable to see what the last 3 pages say.
Interesting.
25 to use my thieves tool to open the other safe.
The other safe? Okay. Open the other safe. Spin a dial. Spin another dial. They're very intricate. Open it up. Nice. There's quite a bit of copper and silver in these things.
Pour the other contents into this one, head back into the room to fill that safe.
Okay.
Not
So
fair.
I'm just on my own.
You
little
have
mission.
like 2 other safes.
Yeah,
You're
I'm gonna go get them right
sitting
now.
on one.
They're sitting on one.
She's like hanging upside down, just locking it.
Okay. What did you get for your thieves' tools?
Oh, I was using the keys.
Oh. Okay, then roll a d6.
1,
1. Doesn't work.
6.
6. No, it doesn't work.
There's like a lot of keys on here. Right?
There's 6.
So just go through all the keys.
Yeah.
One of them's got to work.
You go through the rest of them and get the right one. Opens up and there's some art pieces in here that are very,
grab that one.
very nice. With very ornate.
How big is this safe?
Oh, this one's like a big one.
Oh.
I'm sitting on it.
She's sitting
And
on
medium.
it. But it's a very large safe, but it's got very ornate frames and stuff in there. I
imagine they're shiny.
Very shiny frames.
They're just big and bulky, and I'm a small person.
I'm a small person. But yeah,
As
you
I'm
don't
looking-
see anything going on with the crate. So you open the it's an intricate like locking mechanism, but like a latching mechanism. And you open it up, and inside there is a small like box that seems to be humming. And it's got some like wires going into this almost square barrel like thing.
Why are the
Almost
wires
like
attached to everything in this building?
You need to power it somehow.
Yeah, so you gotta power it somehow.
You gotta
Magic.
power a journal?
Magic can
Trap.
That's a trap.
Can I trade you safes,
I'll trade you that.
but I keep the content and you keep your content. Deal.
Okay.
Pick up the larger safe, hand you the smaller safe.
It almost looked like pieces of a gun, but there's pieces missing. But you can still see that there's
William,
a
this
little
is
bit
more
of
of your
energy.
expertise.
There's a little bit of energy still running through it. He like walks over to it, just carefully not stepping on any raised tiles. Interesting.
It's alien to me.
Same to me as well.
That doesn't necessarily mean very much.
Well, I say we closes it. Take this back. As he closes it, it levitates and starts
Oh.
to move around you guys.
Uh-oh.
Someone shoot the poltergeist.
Drop the safe, punch it.
Love to.
You punched the
Wait,
box?
no. I put the safe around it and close it.
Oh! Snap back! Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
That works.
No, so you like
it fits in
you
there.
dump it out a little bit, and it's just like, okay, here you go. Blam!
It can't run away now. Hopefully.
Um, You just, what do you do with this save?
I don't guarantee anything in
shake
this
it.
house.
You shake.
Ah, no, that's alien
No!
technology!
William and William's like, oh!
After that might explode.
Okay, I won't shake it.
In the meantime, I have no idea what's going on out there.
She's over there. Now, 3 pages. You guys are all in the same room. And she's just like figuring out how to get a book detached from a wall.
I am going to roll something to try and figure it out
I
smartly.
know exactly how to do it.
Well, you said you were busy.
I am! You'd have to come ask for help.
Galen, are you almost done? I still need help.
I mean, to find almost.
I mean, there's a trap sticking these 3 pages to this drawer.
Fine.
I'm gonna start collect other things.
I'll start walking around. I'll walk out around Pacha, and into that room.
I set the heavy things on top of the door so that way I can carry it all in one sweep.
Okay, so you set it on its side and put the heavy stuff on the door.
So that way I can carry it all out.
Okay, got it. Okay, so you go and you start grabbing stuff, and you put stuff on the door, and you turn, you grab some more stuff, and you put it on the door. Turn, grab some more stuff, and you put it on the door. You look over, and there's a pile of everything you've put on the door.
I sit on the door.
And you appear over there.
You just like watch the stuff, and it like some of the boxes start to levitate.
And I'm gonna punch it back down.
You just punch the boxes. Okay, make an attack.
So, I assume that means they don't want to leave the room.
Okay, so I walk in. Alright, is there any play in the string? I
There's a
assume
little bit
so,
of- yes.
Because she was able to tip it up. Okay, here's what we'll do. Take your knife. I will hold the string up very gently. You will cut the last 3 pages a nice clean slice. We will slide the book out.
Okay.
You will read the 3 pages. We will slide the book back.
Okay. I cut
Or
here
you can
or
grab
here.
a different book with a slice in it.
I want to keep this. I'm grabbing that book.
Okay,
The romance one?
make
Yeah.
a. Let's go with.
Wait. I have to.
Sleight of hand.
Specify.
Also, I have my
Yes.
eyes closed. I pulled out a knife.
Galen, do I cut here or here?
Just don't.
Just the shortest.
Not my fingers.
Okay.
Yes, make a sleight of hand check.
Plus numbers.
Plus what?
I don't
Sleight of
know.
hand.
Plus 3, probably.
It might be better
Unless
to
you have
me
a
do
skill.
it.
10.
10 total.
Yeah.
Okay, that is enough.
Oh,
it's
good.
not pretty, but it's
Okay.
workable.
I've got my knife. Galen's covering his eyes.
It's just like, don't look. Use both hands.
and I'm gonna slice wherever he told me to slice because I don't completely understand what he said.
You slide the book out.
And I grab the other book and I slide
Cut
it in.
that one. You slide it back in.
And
Okay,
I
you make a
pull
sleight of
out
hand
the
check.
diary and put my knife away so that he can look.
Or you can make a power, just straight power. It's the same, I'm sure.
No, sleight of hand is actually +1 because I have +1
Oh,
on
you
all
can-
my skills.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
That's 3.
3.
Plus 1?
Okay. So you feel her knife gently touch your hand, and you're just like sweating profusely on your hands. And as she starts sliding it in, the cut isn't quite good enough, and it just slides out of your hand. You're just like, ah, dang it. You watch as the drawer slides back in, and another drawer opens, and you see a little explosive sitting there.
Did I get the
Do
journal
I have enough
out
time to
first?
slam slag on top of it?
Did I get the journal out first?
Yes, you got the journal. You take slag and just, and you hear this.
Muffled.
Well, if I have enough time to shut the drawer, I'll do that, but I was just thinking, kind of like
Oh,
jumping
to
on
take
a
the
grenade.
shrapnel? Okay, yeah.
just to cover shrapnel.
Cover it.
I put slag down.
You put Slag down and you dive out of the way and you hear... and Slag goes through the ceiling. He is gone. You see
Moonlight.
bits of slag over there. A little bit of slag over there. Some real slag over there.
I'm like, stand back up. Wave my hand and slag reappears. Okay.
Slag just like looks at you. Just
Oh, come on. That's okay, no, that is probably the worst thing I've done with you. Floppy's just like...
Licks up pieces of flag.
25 to smash box.
Oh yeah, you smash through the box. How much damage do you do?
15.
15? Holy
What?
crap. So the
Oh wait, no. Not even close. It's only 7.
I was like,
No.
holy
Are you smashing
crap.
through the box that you put the box?
No, the hovering boxes.
The hovering
Oh,
boxes.
okay.
So he punches the box. It is pulverized, and you watch as this poltergeist flies out and just disintegrates.
Boxes onto door. Boxes onto door.
You are able to get them.
What do
that
I
time.
learn from the last 3 pages?
You open the last 3 pages. There's a little bit of slit, but you're able to put it back together to line everything up. He's been hearing weird noises underneath the manor for the past while. Almost
20
like
years.
digging noises. He put a trap that leads to a cell, but he feels like there's something else down there. And he's worried that the syndicate will come for the alien tech. And so he has booby-trapped that with a lot of traps that could nearly destroy the house. But there's a little, like, drawing of a key. He said, I stole this. And you kind of like rub your hand on it, and it turns into a key.
Does it say what it goes to?
No?
I put the key in my pocket and keep that last page with the key. And then I'll take the rest of the journal to Will.
Okay. He flips through it, he's like, oh. I think there might be a basement.
Well, I could have told you that. I looked at it. There's a cage.
I think there's
With
something
a lot
other
of
than
bodies.
that.
I'm walking out the door with all the expensive stuff. Dragging it.
As you are like dragging it down, you hear some footsteps.
Oh crap, we are not alone in this house!
You turn around and there are 2 people in black cloaks with scimitars and a hovering owl statue with glowing eyes.
I grab my bow.
I punch him.
You punch him.
You're carrying a door.
He's
Well,
not,
I'm
he's not carrying a door. He's carrying a safe.
carrying a safe.
You are at the
Weights
top
on
of the
it.
stairs. Like they're just at the top of the stairs.
Do I know anything about who these people might be?
Probably from the syndicate. But you guys usually aren't supposed to kill people.
I haven't let this fly yet, but I feel threatened.
I'm like peeking over her shoulder.
What would you like to do, Pacha?
I don't want to throw any of my expensive stuff.
I'm gonna say, who are you? Explain yourself.
I'm gonna
Why are you
take
here?
a handful of the copper, and I'm gonna throw it at them.
Not the copper.
Not the copper! You just like kind of stop. Reach into one of the boxes. He's like, stop! What are you doing? You like hold out the copper and he's just like, yeah, put it down nice and easy. You
Nice
don't
and
want any
easy.
trouble.
Nice and easy.
Explain
Yeah.
yourself.
Whoosh. Okay, make an unarmed attack. This will be
Wrong.
Improvised.
Improvised. That's what the word is. Improvised attack. So it's your 1d4 damage.
That would be a...
They don't say anything. They don't even notice you. They're kind of confronted by a giant armadillo that takes up most of the,
Entire hallway.
They care nothing
Entire
about my
hallway.
arrow.
No.
I can't see your arrow.
16
16
to hit.
to hit them? Oh, yeah.
Okay. 1d4. 1.
Plus your power.
5.
5.
I want to know the information these people have. I don't want them dead.
Most
I
of
want
the
them
syndicate, if you
captured.
read the thing, won't talk.
Mm-hmm.
They kill themselves.
They have
Would be
poison.
Yeah.
You take it and you just... okay. Just scatter it at them, and they start ducking and rolling, and they're just like, ow! What the heck?
You said nice and easy.
He's very literal.
He also didn't punch you yet.
You're just like...
Or lock you in a safe.
You could be off the banister by now.
This is all coming from voices behind.
Or through the ceiling.
You just like kind of look between your legs, like behind your tail. This is like,
The safe is covering all of that.
oh, you're just like looking around, like, how many are there of you?
It depends which voice you're talking to.
What is it that you actually want?
There's plenty of us. I'm doing a
The
convincing
statue's
check.
just like, there's plenty of them. We could hit them.
That's a 16 on my convincing.
16?
For what?
For saying there's plenty of us.
Oh.
6 to be exact.
Don't tell them that.
7 if you count, or counting Pacha. 8 if you count him as 2.
Did you count the slime?
9 if you count the safe. Oh wait, are we at 9?
They're just like,
Pacha.
okay. You hear slight cracks. And they just like kind of run down the half stumble, half run down the stairs. And then at the bottom, they just drop.
Through one of the trapdoors?
No, they just
dead.
They
die.
poison themselves.
Well,
You watch as the statue like looks down. I'm free! It just like runs into the wall and the statue drops.
The owl?
Yes.
I am going to take the owl.
Okay, you grab the owl.
It is now mine.
It is just a very nice, almost like a marble statuette of an owl. It's very nicely
Make a
carved.
nice owl.
When you like hold it up to the light, its eyes glow blue.
Sapphire?
I shall call you.
It's just like a blue glass.
Shall call you Kuzo,
Am I close enough
because
to
he's
poke
coolio.
the eyes?
Poke the eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, you can generally reach around. They're just glass.
Okay, I'm gonna reach up here and go and poke the eyes.
Stop poking Kuzo.
But
You guys,
they're shiny and
I would
blue.
like to go search the bodies.
you search
Yeah.
the bodies. They have some rings. Each of them have a ring. They're
Like with
fairly
insignia?
mundane, but it has like arcane writing on it as an arcane focus.
I'm gonna drag the safe with me as we're going
Yeah,
down.
so you
the
drag the
stairs.
safe.
Once I'm done
Um,
poking the eyes, I'm gonna follow him and like peek over
You
his
look
shoulder.
at them and they have foam coming out of their mouth and they are very dead. They have extremely fast acting poison.
I am tying this owl to my necklace.
Why
Yes, I'm
did
pulling
they
it down.
feel like they needed to poison themselves instead of just run away?
You're not outrunning that thing.
Nope. Especially not if he's rolling down the
You're
stairs.
on the 4th floor.
Why did they come up here in the first place? I
They
have
want the alien
so
tech.
many questions.
I have so many answers.
Galen, answer my questions, please.
They they killed themselves because they're trained to do so. The reason they're here is for the alien tech, just like the journal said. Any
It's
other
in the
questions?
safe.
The reason they want the alien tech is because they're bad guys.
What's so special about whatever's glowing in that box?
Don't know, but it's contained.
Well, I would guess it powered the entire house's magical traps, so it's pretty powerful.
Yeah, it took 3 buttons.
What are we planning on doing with it?
researching it.
We're going to study it and probably hand it over to the guild once they find out about
I hope they don't get stolen.
it. But you guys make your way back without any issues.
How was it that they knew we were here right now?
How much
Door was
screaming?
You have a giant tank running around making noise. You have screaming, banging, power going down.
We also
were
had a
not
parchment
stealthy.
thrown out onto the lawn that said...
There was not a single stealth check. There was a paper on the lawn that said we might die.
Here's our names and information.
No, it was just names.
But as you go through, like you hit a lot of pressure plates, but nothing happens.
I'm interested in the basement. Are we gonna go investigate that?
You feel like
Maybe.
you get the sense that a lot of those traps were actually just the poltergeist messing with you.
He went.
I mean, that makes sense with the rugs.
Yes.
Wait, did you kill the poltergeist?
Heal one.
Punched him.
The other one was freed when its master died.
And that's the one that was causing the
Oh
trouble?
wait, so this owl does not talk?
No,
It was a poltergeist.
there's a poltergeist inside.
Yep.
I'm
So-
confused. The poltergeist, how many are dead and how many...
One.
There was two poltergeists.
There's a total of 2.
One
day.
died.
One died.
The other one went through the wall.
It just disappeared.
It ran off.
So it could come back whenever it wants.
Yeah, absolutely.
If it was.
It's a troublemaker.
But it was in the owl?
Yes.
The bad guys.
Yes.
So now the bad guys are dead, it probably went back to wherever the bad guys came from.
No.
No.
It's a poltergeist and wanted to be free.
So it's gonna hang around and cause trouble.
The poltergeists are like my summons. Or they are the same thing as my summons.
I don't know what your summons is.
I just make magical creatures.
Well, now knowing that, I'm gonna set the owl statue down. Keep going.
Keep going.
Eventually, I will gain the ability to make poltergeists myself.
They're fun summons. But you guys get out of the house. You search the bottom floor. Everybody make perception checks. I guess I can make one for William.
19?
Ooh,
That would be a 2.
a 2.
No, not a chew.
A 2.
A 2.
You guys search and search and search. William comes up with.
I got a natural 20 again.
You got a natural 20.
I got a
so
19.
did William. And you got a 19.
I got 18.
All three of you somehow end up at the fireplace. It is a very large fireplace, but as you guys are looking around it, searching the bookshelves near it, you look down and you can see slide marks around the fireplace.
Even through the dust?
Yes.
Definitely. Because of the dust.
Very recent slide marks.
I think that explains black people.
Yes. So, you guys start looking around with your natural 20s and find a little keyhole hidden behind a rock.
Look at my keys.
I pull out slag. Oh, your idea is probably better.
Well, I'm gonna let her try all 6 of her keys, and if none of them
Well,
work...
I'm not going to try all 6 of them. I've used 2 of them.
Oh, 4 of them then. If none of them work, then I'll reveal that I have a key.
2 of them won't work.
None of them work. You even tried the 2 that you did try, and those don't work. No universal lock here.
Is he gonna stick slag in it first?
Would you like me to go over with my tools?
No, I wanted to use my tools.
Oh, you want to pick it?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to let them all try first.
That's
I'm-
a 20.
Huh?
That's a 20.
20? Okay. You go in there, and it doesn't look like a normal lock, but if you just hit that button back there, click.
Pull out the long one.
Oh man, slag totally would have worked.
It totally would have worked. It just slides out of the way and reveals a staircase down. This is very well dusted, very well lit.
I want my safe.
I
Safe?
am very nervous that we're going to run into more black people.
Black
Don't word it
cloaked
like that.
people.
Black cloaked people, yes, that is what I meant.
Mysterious people.
Mysterious
More
people.
bad guys.
Yes.
Well, We don't have
More
to
syndicate.
worry about that. He turns around, waves his hand, and you see as several, like, throwing knives and stuff go and land in certain spots where Slag indicated there were pressure plates. He's just like, well, now our job is done. And he just walks out, leaves a mark around the keyhole. I will, we can alert the Watcher and he can take care of the rest. We discover things, we do not fight things. And just walks out the doors.
Okay. I'm like walking away very slowly because it's killing me inside, not going down and looking at it.
Seems too dark. I won't go.
You can hear...
It's well
It's well lit.
lit.
Oh.
But you can hear talking down there.
No. We'll send
Send the ear.
the local authorities. The local Watcher.
That's probably smarter.
That's yes. Our job is to investigate and inform the Watchers.
I forgot this is a small town, so there's actually a seeker in the town.
Oh.
So you guys find the seeker very easily.
Before we all leave,
Okay.
I'm assuming, does Will close the fireplace behind us?
You guys wait for a few seconds and it closes.
Okay, I'm gonna let everybody else walk out and kind of like hang back and hope that they don't notice. And I'm just gonna see if my key works in this lock.
Yeah. You stick it in there, and it is slightly longer and different shape than her keys, and so it's actually able to hit that switch.
Sweet. Once I know that, I just put it back in my pocket and follow them out.
Okay. Yes, you guys go and find Seeker Jet Slow Pedal.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna make fun of the name, but I withstood.
Okay.
I was
You
slow
find
to react
him?
on that one.
And
He's a gnome, isn't he?
no, he's a halfling.
Oh.
You find him at the guild hall, which has been turned into an inn.
Why?
Because.
If you had read the document, you would know that this town is known for its amazing inn, known as the Belly's Bounty.
Mm-hmm.
You know that the guild hall in Quandale is the Eye's Bounty.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a play on that, and is run by the Seeker himself.
So the guild hall is actually an inn
Yes, it has been furbished into an inn.
because they never needed it as the guild hall.
No, because
No,
it's a halfling.
It's a halfling.
Because he can.
Because he can. He is the ultimate authority here.
Okay.
And he makes phenomenal food. But he sits you down and has a meal with you guys. And amazing food. But you guys give him all of the information and... well, I will round up the city watch, the watchers, and raid the place. Did you mark the traps? I don't fancy sending that report.
We marked a lot of traps.
I'll also leave them with the golden button. I think this disabled the traps, and I don't know exactly what it is.
He just like grabs it. Okay.
Also, I only use 2 of these keys.
I
Okay.
suppose I'll pull out my key that no one knew about and say, yeah, this unlocks the fireplace.
Will looks over.
Here's the paper explaining it.
Sometimes I am disappointed in people.
Slowly slide everything over. Stuff.
He looks at it. Yep, that is definitely a lot of stuff. Thank you for all of the evidence.
Oh, wait. Off the door. Off the door. Off the door.
Will's just like,
Crack
we'll
open.
take that box. This is top secret. We will hides it in his cloak.
Will takes it?
Yes.
I was gonna mention that.
Don't.
The Seeker's just like, not my business. If William came all the way,
Reach in for a pile of coins.
make a sleight of hand.
Yes, I get some bonus.
I get some bonus.
18.
18? Oh, dang. Okay, what did you get?
Mine's over 20.
Over 20? Okay.
We're both reaching in. Just
Yeah, you're both just like, as you're like walking off, it's like, okay, see you. Slip your hand in, pull out a handful of coins.
Why'd you have to put it on for everybody?
But
Go grab some more.
you guys are able to grab. You were able to grab 6 copper coins.
Okay.
My giant hand.
Huh?
My giant hand.
Your giant hand is able to grab. We'll add another one in here. 12
Whoa.
copper coins. Yeah, so you can easily get those out. Like, you feel like you could have grabbed a bunch more in your giant hand, but it would be way harder to fit in a pocket.
And a lot more obvious.
And a lot more obvious. So just like rubbing your hand across it, like, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Easily grab 12 coins and cup them in your hand without
As we're
anybody
walking out.
noticing.
Few towards you.
Um,
Your hands are small.
but you guys all return to the house.
We go back to the house? The haunted
No,
house?
Your house.
I mean, our house is kind of haunted.
Your
so-
house is technically haunted. You have a summoner there.
Several days away.
Yes. You spend the next several days to get back to the
But
house.
not the old creepy skeleton's house.
No. Your guys' house.
Makes more sense.
But you get back and Blossom welcomes you back and makes sure everything is in order, gets you food.
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes? Yes, absolutely.
I'm
Gives
gonna
you
go
some
take a
mashed potatoes
shower
and
after
gravy.
that and dry my hair with my whatever it was blow dryer.
Okay.
Yes, you're super
You go in
My
there.
super fancy blow dryer.
You grab the nozzle, you twist it, and it opens up a slide, and hot water runs down this bar and off of a funnel to give you a shower.
I missed it.
Yes.
No buttons or wires.
Nope.
Not technically, it's just a lever that moves a slide that has a rock in it. Several rocks, technically. You guys go to sleep and have a
Very strange dream.
good night. What?
Okay.
No.
No, this is going to be the cliffhanger right here.
Don't do that. We have 3 months.
Everybody, I know. Roll perception checks with disadvantage.
Okay.
Ready for the one?
What's in the box?
Oh boy.
Double 11.
My disadvantage is
Double 11.
double 11.
12.
Perception?
No.
10.
Where is my
15?
perception?
Impressive.
I rolled an 18 and a 15.
18.
Okay.
Whoa.
Did anybody get above 18?
No.
No?
I got 18.
Okay. You hear
16.
some rummaging below you.
Like a rat or like a black cloaked figure?
Like the floor below. You guys are all, your rooms are all on the
Like
top
a
floor.
person.
But you hear things being knocked over, a little bit of a skirmish. Do you wake up and investigate?
Well, if I hear it, I'm awake, right?
Waking up.
Do I sleep in a room with other people?
No,
No.
you are all alone. You all have ginormous rooms.
I'm gonna
Next
Well, not
door.
like ginormous, but they're larger rooms.
peek out my door and make sure there's nothing in the hallway or whatever's happening.
Nothing's in the hall.
I'm gonna go to her door and see if she's awake and heard it.
Nope, I'm asleep.
Still asleep. You open the door. No movement coming in there. A little bit of snoring.
I'm gonna peek at all the doors. Is anybody awake?
It's even louder sleeping in mine. Or snoring.
You are the only one.
Is
awake.
Will up here?
No, he's on the base floor.
I'm gonna slowly go down the stairs enough to peek and see if I can see anything, but try and hide without letting anybody see me.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Mike can roll a dice. Roll a big number.
Oh!
He rolled 19
19
plus whatever I
Okay,
add to that.
You go down there.
Good job.
You hear several voices.
Do I recognize any of them?
No. No, you do
Go
not.
to 20.
Hurry. We need to get out of here. We have what we came for. You hear glass shatter from Will's room. Do you approach his door?
Can I get there with? Do I see whoever is
It is
talking?
pitch black in here.
I have night vision.
Yes. It is dark. You can't see anything. You look around. Nobody's here. The noise is coming from Will's room. It's all door off. All behind closed doors.
Then I go to his room and I test the handle. Is it locked?
You grab the handle and it opens up.
I just
You
peek slightly.
In the window across from you. Let me actually make sure there's a window there. Yes, there's a window. The window across the room is shattered.
Do I see Will?
You don't see Will, but you see a light from his study. The door is slid open. It's a double door that slides. But you do see light from
Do
there.
I see any figures in here in that amount of light?
You don't see anything.
Do I hear any of the voices?
Don't hear anything.
So can I safely assume they might have climbed out the window?
Probably.
I'm gonna very carefully move over to his study and peek through whatever amount of slit there is.
You peek through there and you can see Will's body laying on the ground. Motionless.
Oh my gosh. I am going to go back. Where does the maid sleep?
She lives over by the dining room.
I'm gonna carefully and very cautiously, watching for anybody or anything and listening, move over to her room.
Okay. You go over there. And she's asleep.
I am going to wake her up and tell
Try
her.
not to panic.
Try not to panic and tell her that everything I just heard and saw.
Okay. You watch as the automaton,
What is that?
a robot, stands up. It's medium size.
Wait, I don't know anything about this robot. How does this have to do with the maid?
She's a summoner.
She's a summoner.
What does that mean?
She summons a robot.
Just like I summon creatures, she summons
She
creatures.
summons. She has a poltergeist, a robot, and a little fire spirit that lights the fires for cooking.
Okay.
But you watch as the automaton stands up and goes in there and comes back with Will's body. But nothing else was in there.
So the house seems to be vacated now.
It is empty.
Do I know where he put that box?
You would assume in his study.
But I don't know where.
No idea.
I'm gonna. Does he have a safe in his study?
Yeah,
Is the safe still in his study?
it is, but it's been broken open.
So I can see that their box isn't in there.
Oh yeah, no box.
So
The study has been overturned.
I'm gonna search it as best I can, as fairly quick as I can, and see if I can find the box anywhere.
Not in.
Okay, do I know who's above Will in whatever guild this is?
It would be the High Seeker himself.
Do I know how to contact him?
Not this late at night.
Well, tomorrow.
Yes, you would know.
Okay.
Why are we still asleep?
I am going to go wake up everybody else, tell them what just happened. Obviously, nobody's gonna sleep the rest of the night, and the next morning I'm going to contact the High Seeker and report everything.
Okay. Everybody wakes up. You are brought down to find Will laying on the dining room table. He is pretty bloodied, and you can see foam coming out of his mouth.
I'm going to assume he was poisoned.
Yep.
You see several
Maybe other people were.
bolts sticking out of him, and you can see like the blood has just fallen off, sloughed off of the ends of the bolts.
Bolts like build a house bolts?
Crossbow bolts, Jane.
That makes more sense.
Yes.
Why
She's like, why does he have nuts and bolts sticking out of him?
why
He's a
does he
robot.
need to be poisoned if he's shot?
Because you usually crossbow bolts are usually pretty small, and so to kill faster, you poison the tips.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael, you're right. Duh.
Is Mommy smart? Mommy's smart.
But that is what you walk down to. You all mourn your loss. You all inform the Seekers Guild. And the burial is planned. And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
That's sad. Well, it was cool.
Well done, everybody. Thank you all for joining us for our Halloween one-shot. Join us next year
For the
to
rest
find
of
out what happens.
Bye.
Bye.